Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Watch along, pre-game, watch along and post-game of Atalanta Juve. It's an in or out game. Today we know if we go to the semi-final, waiting for Lazio or Bologna, or if we are out, and if we are already saying goodbye to the first possible competition, to the first trophy, to the first cup. Luciano Spalletti, there were a lot of doubts. Will he go with a total rotational team like he did against Monaco? Thinking about Lazio, thinking about Serie A, thinking about being at -10 from Inter, being at -5 from Milan, being at -1 from Napoli, or being at +2 of Roma, with still Como that is there, a bit annoying. Or will he focus only on the Coppa Italia? Will he play the starting midfield, Locatelli, Thuram? Who will play instead of Yildiz? Will Holm play? We have all the answers. Spalletti has chosen, and we'll go their way in a second. Today, I recorded a fantastic video. I think it's fantastic because it was with our friend Haj. So next week, give me a bit of time together with my friend Neven to edit the video, to make it something nice, because we did a really nice video. But we will come back there in a second. I also need to thank all of you, but I will do that in a second. First of all, let me say thank you to the GOAT that is there, member for 51 months, but subscriber of the channel since much longer, since the beginning, my friend Aman. Welcome everybody. And if he says welcome everybody, then it's my turn to say welcome everybody. Ciao to Soraz, ciao to Cugino Eddie, ciao Ghiselli24. We win the Coppa Italia. It's already the early prediction. Buongiorno Cecilia, the very first one that trusted the channel to become the member, the first member of the channel. Buongiorno Sader1557, buongiorno, buonasera Mauri97, ciao Conte Berengario, formazione tipo, ma tipo no, perché manca comunque Yildiz. Buongiorno Sondar Jabanergi, ciao Forza Juve. Buongiorno tu Enriteta2211, ciao Vincenzo Leone 99, buongiorno 404 JJ Roy. We will win the Champions League, attenzione. Coppa Italia, Champions League, there is just one trophy that we are missing to win. I don't believe in it. Del Piero believes, because he said, why not? It's still possible. These are the words of Alessandro Del Piero. Buongiorno to Joseph Thomas. So without any waiting, go towards the two lineups of today. Buongiorno Salvatore. We go to the two lineups. The first one, not the statistics, but the one of Atalanta. Starting 11, Carnesecchi, Scalvini, Jim City, Ahanor, Zappacosta, De Roon, Ederson, Bernasconi, De Ketelaar, Scamacca, and Raspadori. And for Juve, no, this one, not this. Attenzione. For Juve, we go with this one. Perin into the goal. Kalulu, Bremer, Gatti, Kelly, Thuram, Locatelli, Conceição, McKennie, Cambiaso, and Jonathan David. If we go to the big screen, of course, starting with Atalanta, because they are playing at home, what do we see? That Carnesecchi into the goal, as we said, a 3-4-2-1 for the Bergamaschi. Is it a starting lineup? Yes, it is a starting lineup. Who eventually could have started as well is Zalewski instead of Bernasconi. Who else could have put Yen, Kozunu? They have a beautiful bench with Bellanova. Musa is there, Samarsic, Sulemana, Kristovic, but this is a starting lineup, which means that for the team of Palladino, ex-Juve player, this is a game where he wants to win. This is the game where he wants to continue the competition, knowing that in Serie A it will be extremely difficult, knowing that their opponent in Champions League is maybe the most difficult one of the three Italians, with Dortmund being their opponent, so they go for the Coppa Italia. This is clear. This is the message sent by Palladino. For Juve on the other side, what do we see? 4-2-3-1. If we respect how it's written in the lineup, we see Perin into the goal, which we see it's a change of goalkeeper, and then we have Kalulu that continues to play. Gatti will play in the center of the field together with Bremer, and Kelly will continue to play. So actually 3 surprises, and Kalulu, and Bremer, and Kelly. The 3 of them are starting on top of Locatelli, Thuram. So these, and McKennie. So all these players, Kalulu, Bremer, Kelly, Locatelli, Thuram, McKennie, I believe that nobody was predicting all of them to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, where at least one of them we would have loved to see on the bench resting a bit. Well, this is absolutely not the case, which means that Spalletti also wants to go and win that game. Conceição is the starting right winger. Yildiz is not feeling well, so there is an obliged change, and we see Cambiaso here, and then Jonathan David with continuity. That 4-2-3-1 could also look like something else. If Kalulu goes up, if Cambiaso goes a bit more down, and if Gatti goes a bit more wide, we see a 3-man defense. 3-man defense that becomes a 3-4-1-2. It's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of when do we switch in a 3-4-1-2? When do we switch in a 4-2-3-1? So did you see that simple move that is actually changing your perspective from a 4-2-3-1 to a 3-4-1-2? 3-5-2, 3-4-1-2, up. How will we discover it? Depending on the position of Conceição. Depending how wide Kelly will play. But it's super easy. Defending, if we are under high pressure, it becomes a 5-line up. So what do I leave? Guys, tell me. Do I leave this one, 3-4-1-2? Or should I go again to what we were writing in the beginning, means up, 4, 2, 3, 1. What do we leave? 4-2-3-1 or 3-4-1-2? At the end, both of them will be played. Both of them will be played. But what do we put on paper? Roy, 4-2-3-1. Chimiwo, 4-2-3-1. Soraz, 4-2-3-1. Maarten Snijders, 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1. There is only 0 delays with a 3-4-1-2. So we leave that 4-2-3-1 at the moment. This is the starting lineup of Luciano Spalletti. If we go not with lineup formation, but with the men, Gatti is back. And that's it, actually. And Perin. Perin and Gatti are the 2 new names, with Yildiz out and Di Gregorio out. That's it. For the rest, it's the starting lineup. Is it correct for Spalletti to focus on Atalanta, Juve with these men? Even if I tell you, I listen to you, so I will leave that 4-2-3-1, but I believe we will see a lot of 3-4-1-2 today. 3-5-2 even, what I believe. Or, ragazzi, can become a 3-4-2-1, like we were used to play with McKennie a bit more on the left, Conceição a bit more on the right, behind Jonathan David. If you do like this, guys, up, McKennie here, Conceição, you go towards a 3-4-2-1. It's the same. It's just a matter of movements to me. But more and more, I think that we will build with 3 today and not with 4 in the back. Sorry, guys, I will not listen to you. I know I should, but I will not listen to you. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I love you. But this is what I will do. Yeah, more I'm looking at it, more I think that this will be the one. Jacob wants Milos Krasic. If you want Milos Krasic, you need to go a few years back. Because I believe it's not really playing. Oh, where is the live of the zone? At the moment, they didn't start yet, so we are waiting. If you have the zone, let me know when they open it. Maybe they will open quite close to the game. We are starting in 90 minutes. That's why we can't change, says Shimowo. Grande Rico, grandissimo Rico, LJJ. We will understand in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, of course, I agree. Beppe is like my girlfriend. Ask what I want to eat, but in the end, it's what she wants. It's true. I am like that. Beppe, is Boga injured? Or does Spalletti trust Cambiaso? It's not about injured. Boga is not injured. Boga did the medical test and they were okay. Boga immediately started to train with the team, so it's working. But of course, he's not playing since a few weeks, if not a few months now, because of extra field topics. If we go to Jeremy Boga, luckily he cut his hair because here, Boga, if you are watching, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. You are much more good looking now. If you're looking at the last games of Boga, no, seriously, it's a bit exaggerated at a certain moment. It looked like me when I was in depression. I have been in depression at a certain moment. So, can we go with games played by day? No, it's only by competition. So, Champions League, the last game he played was the 6th of November. Champions League, eh? In Ligue 1, the 30th of November. That's it. So, the last game he played were 14 minutes in Ligue 1, the 30th of November. So he didn't play December, he didn't play January. As easy as that. He missed 2 months. So, of course, when you are missing 2 months, you continue to train. You are not injured. They are saying injured, but they are even writing ill. So his injury was illness because he was not okay with the team. I don't really know for what reason. Honestly, I didn't follow the Nice Boga saga, but he's not injured. Yeah, indeed, I know. I heard about a bit the stories like that, but I didn't go in detail. So, Jeremy Boga is not playing since 2 months. Is he available to play? Yeah, I believe that he can enter. Oh, don't tell me that the player that continued to train after 2 months, he cannot play like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. To me, he can. Why not? Then, of course, I'm not in La Continassa, so I can't tell you what intensity he trained or not. I don't know about that. But ragazzi, I have always answered 3 questions. I give priority always to the people in green, so for the members of the channel, for a simple reason, because I have so many messages that are coming that sometimes I focus on some messages and I don't really know who or what is writing, and sometimes I lose momentum in troll messages or things like that. So when there are a lot of messages, I give always priority for people that are members because they are supporting the channel, of course. But no, for me, when we have time, I try to read, and if I see a good question, I don't care who writing. No, it's important. It was a really good question about Boga. I think something that we needed to discuss. So to me, absolutely no distinction. Speaking about that, let me say thank you. No, but seriously, because yesterday we didn't celebrate as we had to, but let me say thank you to 41,717 now Juventini of the world. It was one of the things on my bucket list when I opened the channel, being virtually able to fill the Allianz Stadium. In the past, it was 41,507. But this summer, they decided to increase the capacity with the new seats, and it went up to 41,685. Yesterday, we reached it, but I was super happy. You can imagine, guys, imagine that all the people here, except of now, 2025, the last ones, you have a ticket to fill the stadium with only GJustjuve people. And this is magic. This is really magic. This is sincerely magic. So really, really thank you. Thank you for that. Extremely appreciate. You cannot even imagine. Of course, it's a pre-game, so I don't want to spend too much time on this one. But know that it's much more than you think. Much more than you think. So thank you. And you are part of it. Assam is part of it. He has a ticket. Saraz has a ticket. Jamal, 404, 0 delays. Vasilakos, 92. As he said, I'm proud to be one of them. Simon, the Rijmakers, that became a member right now, is part of it. Some people, they are here since so long, they had the opportunity to choose their seat in the stadium. You can go in the Legends area, you can go in the VIP, you can go in the Boniperti part, or you can go in the Curva. Where would you sit in that virtual stadium of GJustjuve, in the Allianz Stadium? Would you go in the VIP seats? Would you go in the Curva Sud? Curva Nord? Would you go in front where actually we see the cameras going to? Close to the bench. The bench, we leave it for the players. Where would you go? In the Tribuna. Mauri would love to go in the Tribuna. Near to the bench for Ryan. Beppe next goal. Stadio dell'Alpi. Yeah, first let's reach 50. And then we go. VIP box. The bench for Matteo. VIP box behind the bench for Alex Bostan. VIP seats. Curva for sure. Attenzione. Lucci wants to go into the Curva with our friend that I cannot say the name. Settore 101. That's a really beautiful one. You have already been in the stadium. Near to the stadium so I can, to the bench so I can talk with Jagrova. And now it's much more difficult. It was a bit easier in the past. Now it's a bit more difficult. There is a message I didn't read. The one of Sam. 12 minutes before the start of the game. At the moment, DAZN is still not showing the game. So I refreshed. Let me check. Okay. Okay. There are the ads that just started. Grande Beppe, thank you for your message, Sam. We will win the Scudetto. Inter need to lose 3 and draw 1. It depends on the confronti diretti as well. What will they do when they play Milan? What will they do when they play Juve? I tell you, to me, I don't want to be pessimist. Scudetto, we need to compete. We need to compete, but wait. We need to compete, but not for the Scudetto, for going as high as we can. Can you imagine? Would it change something into the mentality, into the vision of Juventini finishing second, third, or fourth? I think yes. If you finish second, you change something. I'm convinced about that. You really change something. Second is like one step more, and we have it. So let's try to go as far as we can. 29 months for Assam. We need you to teach us chants with the translations. Well, we can do that one day. We can do that. Not now, because in 11 minutes we start the game. But we can. Magica It's not even that difficult. Magica Juvale. Magic Juvale. Ale, 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 oh. Ale, 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 oh. Sono un ultra bianco nero ed amo soltanto 2 color. But we can, one day we can. But I'm not the best singer. Maybe we need Alessio for that, because me, So we go again to the lineups of today because Timo was late. He wants to know the lineup. So let's go again to the lineups of today. The lineups are telling us that Atalanta is playing with Carnesecchi into the goal, Scalvini, Jim City, Ahanor, Zappacosta, De Roon, Ederson, Bernasconi, De Ketelaere, Raspadori, Scamacca. Tell me the name that we need to really be cautious about, that we need to pay attention for. The one that we need to man mark, that we need 4 eyes on from Atalanta. Who is that man? Who is the one that you think, mamma mia? It can be Carnesecchi, yeah? If you watch what he did against Como, could be Carnesecchi, or that will of Raspadori to come back in the Italian league and doing something. Could be De Ketelaere, could be Scamacca. Today I had a fight with Haj about Scamacca. I will not spoil too much, but we had a fight about Scamacca. Could be Ederson. Don't forget about, like Gigi Buffon is saying in chat, Ederson. Koopmanners. Koopmanners. Oh, surprise, huh? I'm surprised. Koopmanners is not in the starting 11. I must say that I thought that Thuram would rest today to play Koopmanners. I was not expecting him on the bench, I tell you the truth. The tea is here, of course. It's tea, guys. It's not sesame, but I promise you, every cup of coffee, tea, or whatever is in the wash machine. So I had to do with that beautiful sesame vintage cup. It's not even big. C'est bon, hein? Since 1949. Is it something Belgian or it exists also in your country? Sesame, not the tea. Huh? I'm speaking about the sesame. I don't know if sesame is known in other countries or only in Belgium. I really don't know. I think that the Holm could come in, but it depends on the result. Not in the UK, not in Germany. Sesame is a kind of Nesquik, huh? Is Nesquik. Not in US? Oh, crazy. Sesame is, yeah, chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. Not in Brazil. In the USA it exists. LJJ knows it. Anyway, never heard in Italy. Secamel in Albania. They made they copied a bit, not in Mexico. Saraz, you need to explain Chimiwao how he can become a member. Super easy. Also now you can do it also on iPhone, which they change. Attenzione! Quarter-final of Coppa Italia. Inter has beaten yesterday 2-1 Torino, so they are already in the semi-final on the right side of the table. We are on the left side of the table. Today we discover who will be the first one to go into that semi-final. Juve or Atalanta against, and then the other game will be played later, Lazio or Bologna. Game is about to start. I want your predictions, guys. We are playing in Bergamo, that is close to Milano. We played against Atalanta 18 times in Coppa Italia. We won 8, we drew 6, we lost 4. We scored 31 goals, we conceded 23. The very last time that we played Atalanta in Coppa Italia was the final of Coppa Italia in 2024, that we won 1-0 with a goal of, it was quite early into the game, it was the 4th minute, goal of Vlahovic Vlahovic brought us that cup, ragazzi. Vlahovic. So predictions in the chat now because we are about to start. I repeat the lineup for the people that just entered. You can see them on that part of my screen. For Atalanta, it's Carnesecchi, Scalvini, Jim City, Ahanor, Zappacosta, De Roon, Ederson, and Bernasconi. De Ketelaar, Raspadori, and Scamacca. For Juve, Perin into the goal. Gatti, Bremer, and Kelly. Kalulu, Locatelli, Thuram, Cambiaso, Conceição, McKennie, and Jonathan David. The big question, of course, is it a 3-4-2-1 like Atalanta and we got mirror effect? Is it a 4-2-3-1 with a Cambiaso instead of Kenan Yildiz? Let me know your prediction. You know it, 90 minutes. If there is a team that wins, it's qualified. If it's a draw, it's penalty immediately. So no extra time. No extra time. Could be immediately penalties. On the bench for Juve, Di Gregorio, Pinsoglio, then Holm, Koopmeiners, Yildiz, Jegrova, Boga, Adzic, Kostic, Openda, Miretti, and Cabal. I tell you, I'm super surprised. A lot of players that I was thinking would have started today are on the bench. I was not expecting that. I was absolutely not expecting that. So let's go. Spalletti unveiled his cards. He opened the cards and he said, I go all in with a few touches here and there. The one that are on the bench is Yildiz because we are obliged. Otherwise, he would have played. I can guarantee you that. And Di Gregorio for Perin. That's it. So we go with a 9 on 11 men. The cup means something for Steve Cano. Yeah, of course it means something. It means Juve continues to win as a club. But also Juve after last year, nothing. We go with the title. Oh, they are not showing it in Italian. They are showing it only in Dutch. Yeah. It's not beautiful. Wait, let me try again. No, only in one language. They are showing the game only in Dutch. So I don't think that I will put a lot of audio today. But anyway, you don't care because for the people that are trusting me, I do the commentary of Atalanta, Juve, and I will do it, of course, in English from time to time. I might also change language depending on the passion. I don't know the score, honestly. I have a fear that we are out today. That's the fear I have. On the other side, when I see the lineup of Spalletti, I think, let's see if really we are out. The prediction I made on yesterday with our friends from Turin, I said Juve will win the game 1-0. So 0 Atalanta, 1 Juve. Let's see. I don't expect a game with a lot of goals. I expect like a close game with one scrappy goal here. Let's see. Carnesecchi is a fantastic goalkeeper. If you tell me, Beppe, if there is a goalkeeper, Italian goalkeeper that you want to change Di Gregorio with, even if I love the improvements of Digre, Carnesecchi is one that I really, really, really appreciate. Really, really, really appreciate. I like him a lot. But that's not the point of today. The two captains, De Roon on the field and Manu Locatelli, they are shaking hands with the referee as usual. I have no idea who they are. Fabri, the bald referee. Fabri is the referee of today. I didn't really pay attention before. I don't know. I never check in advance except when it's Doveri. Then people are telling me, but honestly, I never personally check ahead of time. So let's go, ragazzi miei. Atalanta Juve with again Perin into the goal. Kalulu, Gatti, Bremer, Kelly. On the graphics, they are showing us a 4-2-3-1 with Locatelli, Thuram, double pivot. Conceição, McKennie, Cambiaso, and then Jonathan David. Johnny from Calabria in front of the offensive line. Circle has been done. They motivated themselves. We are just waiting now for the players to take possession. They are on the field. And the referee, Fabri, to start the game. I never really like the games against Atalanta, I tell you the truth. Atalanta has never been a team that I really appreciated. So, attenzione. Fabri is checking the last checks for the referee that is dressed in burgundy. Juve with a home shirt, short, and socks. White, and then the nerazzurri with their black blue shirt, black shorts, black socks. Attenzione, we start. Attenzione, andiamo ragazzi. With Juventus, as usual, with that, I don't know if you saw it or not, that special way of taking the attenzione because Thuram is going immediately. Oh la 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 la. Ooh, Juve immediately with the attack. And look at the run of that Thuram after that cross from Conceição between the defense. Could he have done something better? Probably yes. They surprised the entire defense, midfield, goalkeeper of Atalanta. Juventus immediately with the first shot, it was not on target. Attenzione! Juve, and I don't know if you watched it in the last few days, but a lot of time they are telling us that Juventus is doing the kickoffs of the game in an ultra offensive way, so we don't go back to the goalkeeper or whatever. We don't lose time with these kind of woke things. We play immediately because we want to play. Attenzione because Thuram going with an assist a bit too long in the hands of Carnesecchi. Attenzione because Juventus has absolutely no intention to wait. They want to take it really seriously. After 1 minute already, two kinds of attempts, and also here with a beautiful pressure from the Juventini, Atalanta lost the ball. So ball for the Bianconeri. That this time, for the very first time, they go in the back where Bremer is waiting for that ball. Look at Cambiaso, totally isolated on the other side of the field. Nobody at the moment wants to go to Cambiaso. Understandable, let's say it like that. Conceição, attenzione, Jonathan David, beautiful pass for Weston McKennie. One touch to Thuram that is playing. Thuram that is opening maybe on the left side where Cambiaso is. Yes, that's the moment. Cambiaso controlling with the right foot. Will he enter? No, he prefers to go on his left foot for a cross. On the second post, ball a bit more in the back. Conceição that is giving it for a shot of Locatelli, deflected by Scamacca. And there's a bit of fights there in the middle of the field. The referee Fabri whistled ball for Atalanta. Beautiful Juve in these first 2 minutes. Brava, like Mao Music is saying, brava, press, rule. And Juve, they entered the game as a team with, I don't want to say the word. I don't want to say the word, but you see they're rolling on the field without saying the word. Zappacosta, Scalvini, Gym City 2000. You know that game where you needed to build the houses and the villages? Gym City 2000. Locatelli pressing, Raspadori. Ball possession, Ederson. Scalvini, player with a huge promising career. A lot of injuries, unfortunately, for him. Zappacosta with his number 77 that will go with a cross in the middle of the field, defended and recuperated now by Weston McKennie. Beautiful also for Johnny that is trying to giving back that ball. A bit too much power. Palladino take the ball from McKennie to actually accelerate the throw-in from his team. The chants of Atalanta, by the way, are the ones that are annoying me the most in Serie A, probably. They have that one song that is going like Ale 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 oh, ale 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 oh, ale 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 oh. And it goes like that for 90 minutes. Guys, after a moment, when you really pay attention to it, it enters your brain, is eating every single cell that you have in your brain. It's disgusting. It's one song that is eating everything. After 90 minutes, you just want one thing, is sleeping for 3 days in a row. It's, look, Ale, 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 ale. Oh, mamma mia! I go crazy. Oh no, it's too late. I pay attention to it. I paid attention to it. I should not have paid attention to it. De Ketelaere. Attenzione, because De Ketelaere with a shot deflected by Kelly. Lloyd Kelly. Kalulu tries to anticipate. No, I hate it. I really hate it. Attenzione, because we are giving a bit too much space now to Atalanta. Control from Johnny. Weston McKennie. I think it's really a 3-4-2-1. Cambiaso is now running. Attenzione, Andrea Cambiaso. Beautiful. I was about to say beautiful pass, but McKennie is recuperating. He should have gone really simple to Cambiaso. He was looking for Jonathan David. A bit too ambitious for Weston McKennie that wanted to accelerate, winning actually one pass to go in counter-attack. Ciao Gianni! Yeah, but I think it's a song just to enter in the head of the opponent so that they go crazy and they are going in a frustration mode. I agree. It's terror tactic by Atalanta fans. You see, Maori, from the moment that you have it that you discovered it, it's over. You will never watch a Atalanta home game anymore like you did in the past. And there is one song, I promise you, there is one song, that's it. If you like it, you are happy. Yeah, for 90 minutes you can hear one song. If you hate it, my friends, it's problematic. Atalanta, they decided to do something else, to calm down the game. No, I will take off the sound, guys, I can't anymore. Voila. I took away the sound, I muted the television because I will go crazy. Ederson, on the ball. 1-2 with Raspadori. What a story, Raspadori! What? I don't understand why he went to Atletico Madrid after 6 months he came back. But I don't know. Scalvini, quite high onto the field. I'm playing with Scamacca. Zappacosta, 55 years old, I believe. Zappacosta is playing since before I was born. Charlie Ketelaere, rolling the ball, trying to dribble Kelly. This time he goes on the second post with a cross. Kalulu is there to protect it. Ball to Perin. But it's you, Giorgio. If you like it, you're happy. Did you hear one song in loop for 90 minutes? You're happy, huh? Now that you've mentioned it, it's annoying the hell out of me. I told you, Vincenzo! I told you! With my son, I don't know why, we always watch Atalanta. I don't know, it's because of that's the moment where he's free, I'm free. We watch a lot of games of Atalanta by coincidence. And it's always, it's my son actually that told me. I didn't pay attention the first time, and now, my friend, every time that I'm watching Atalanta, I put on mute. Ale, 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 oh. Yeah. Zappacosta, attenzione. Zappacosta with a throw-in. He will go long. Long one into the box. Attenzione, grande Andrea Cambiaso. This time he found the right way to deflect the ball the other side. Bravo Andrea. I think, ragazzi, watch the post game of tomorrow. Watch the post game of tomorrow. You will see that in my flop 3 there will be that song of Atalanta. Stazzu Lucas, hai una voce da ASMR, ti seguo da anni, grazie. No, grazie a te, non so se è vero o no. Attenzione, Zappacosta sulla destra, va al cross sul secondo palo, attenzione, palla lunga, non c'è nessuno, tranne il suo compagno che sta provando con il secondo cross. Ederson recupera palla, anche Anor. Raspadori, what a story, gioca subito con Jim City al capitano Deron in verticale, possesso Atalanta, in nerazzurri vanno con il belga Charles Ketelaere, bloccato dall'americano Weston McKennie. Possesso palla Atalanta 75%, il muro brasiliano Bremer, che pallone fantastico per Chico con se ancora Chico Aranor, decisione sbagliata del portoghese perché la mette nelle mani di Carnesecchi. Need to switch language. No, but it's because of Lucas. He started to write in Italian and then I continued in Italian. We switch back in English, my friends. Grazie, Luca. We go back in Italian. In English, sorry. They play from the back, ball on the feet, something they were not doing in the past, because it was something that was extremely annoying for Gasperini. He said, don't play with the goalkeeper, except, of course, if you are obliged to. Otherwise, we don't play that much with the goalkeeper, which they are now doing. A bit more with Palladino. Foul from Gleison Bremer on Scamacca. Another beautiful duel for the Brazilian one. Scamacca-Bremer makes sense, and that Bremer is playing makes sense. Two physical players. Chico Conceição. No, it was not out. He actually deflected it and went in the hands of Carnesecchi. Bravo Cambiaso. Thuram. Kefren. Federico Gatti. Tuperin. You see, it's really a three-man defense. And what a long ball from Perin, beautifully done. Oof. And you see today, it's different. It's not that much Kalulu that is doing the job as we saw against Parma, that Kalulu corridor, but it's really, really Thuram. Thuram that is asked to go into that corridor. So they are changing it actually. It's Thuram that goes there, where there is that space. He did it from the kickoff immediately. We tried a few seconds later. It's already the third time that we really see that Thuram has that possibility to go centrally. Kalulu, throw in. Gatti is waiting for the ball. He's receiving it. Playing short on Thuram. Pressing from Atalanta is quite high, I tell you. Possession of Atalanta, super high, 75%. At the moment, Juventus is much more dangerous than Atalanta, you see already. Two shots for both teams. None on target as we speak. Only 33 passes for Juve, so Juve has difficulties to keep the ball at the moment. I don't think that Spalletti wants the possession today. He says, you want the ball? Keep the ball. Attention, because there is a shot from Zappacosta. Kelly is deflecting that ball. That ball stays there. Thuram, and here is Perin saving it. Bravo, Mattia. These are the dangerous balls. Juve with Kalulu. No, today we will not win this possession at all. Spalletti said, you know what? Give them the ball. But pay attention, because look at how high Atalanta is. That can be a danger. That they have the possession, who cares? The problem is that where they are in the field, with how many men they are in the field, attention, because Jonathan David, what is he doing? Why did he do that? He pushed with two hands. The defender from Atalanta. I don't understand it. It is what it is. Anyway, it was no foul, but now it's a Raspadori on the ball. Beautiful qualitative player. Jonathan David giving a lot of support, but look at how low Juventus block is. Gatti tried to press Raspadori. Raspadori much faster on the ball. No way that you're taking him the ball away. Ederson, now the ball goes to Ahanor on the left again. Bernasconi. Ball Atalanta. Oh, they are playing, They are playing Atalanta. Was it Kalulu that high? Are you serious? No, because I'm watching actually in a really smaller screen, so sometimes it's not easy if I don't see the number. It was Kalulu that high. Why did he do that? Why was he there? That is the question. Yeah, that's why also I'm watching always the day after, before doing the video. I'm always rewatching the game. I'm obliged, because as I'm reading the comments, as I'm speaking, as I'm paying attention to the game, sometimes I can miss an information. So if you didn't, please, maximum of like. I will try to listen again if Atalanta, they stopped with that annoying song or not. Bravo. Long ball. Gatti. Gatti is not the most technical player with the ball in his feet. And that's dangerous to give all these meters, all that field domination to Atalanta. They go long into the box. Locatelli's there to deflect it with a header. Ball again. It's Thuram that deflected. This time it's Jonathan David, indeed. Oh, there is a foul on Locatelli. Has been whistled. Ball Juve. And we needed it because I tell you, the ball possession is high from Atalanta on top of winning all the duels. You see it, huh? It's ball possession, duels won, they intercept the ball. After a few minutes of Juve where really we showed we are dangerous, we are in the game, we want to surprise you, we are not here to be passive. Well, we switched into a mode where we are a bit more waiting for a mistake of Atalanta to go in counter-attack. Bravo Andrea. Also a beautiful pass for Thuram. Thuram needs to go a bit faster here. We waited for Locatelli. Beautiful pass, vertical pass. It's Chico Conceição. Locatelli. The movements are not the same as usual. Grande Thuram. You see that these are movements that were trained in training session. I don't know if he's offside or not. Conceição will come back later on it. Attenzione, because what a miss of Jonathan David. It's Cambiaso. Cambiaso plays in the back. Hey, dai Juve. Take a bit of that possession. Locatelli. Jonathan David. Thuram. One touch for Kelly. Dai Juve. I really want to go through, huh? I tell you. This time it was McKennie that tried to show, let's go, let's enter, let's start. But he was ignored. Locatelli, building from the back, vertical. Cambiaso, one touch between McKennie and Johnny. And pay attention because now it's Ederson in front of the goalie. Will go with a shot from the distance. Easy for Perin. Kelly, Locatelli. Bad pass from Loca. This time a bad pass, really bad pass. And it's look at the movement. It's always the same from Raspadori. Raspadori, he has a really beautiful shot, like Scamacca as well. He's not thinking twice. Shot deflected by Bremer and McKennie. Scalvini. Jim City. Bernasconi. I think the game is going towards a direction that... No, I don't think it's being tired, Mikel. I don't think it's being tired. I think it's... We knew that Atalanta would have a lot of ball possession. It's about being patient, and you see, we try to go into the spaces that they are leaving. So it's actually attracting them, giving them the ball, letting them play their game. Which, it's not because you have possession that you are dangerous. We understand it. It's a bit like what Inter did against Como, what Milan did against Como. But not refusing to attack at all. It's not we don't play, we are parking the bus. No. It's let them play, let them do their thing. As long as they are not dangerous, we are okay. We are extremely alert. And with really a few passes, we want dangerous passes. We want that the danger level of our passes are high. So few passes, but good passes and lethal passes that are probably unexpected passes. It's not the pass that you expect to cut a line of the midfield or the defense in two. I think the game has been planned like that. No, I don't think it's fatigue. Then, of course, you are not as in form than in the beginning of the month of December or during December when you were playing one game a week. That's, of course, a fact. But we know it. Even if we have a much better team in terms of performances of what we are showing, and we both Holm and Boga that just arrived, we don't have a lot of depth. We know that. Cambiaso. Ball deflected. Ball recuperated by Juve. It was throw in. So ball Juve. Cambiaso is giving that ball to Weston McKennie. Looking on the field, left, right. He prefers to go long between us. And suddenly, because that's beautiful from Chico. You cannot miss that. No, my Chico. No, you cannot miss that. Chico. I cannot defend you on that. Or you go with Thuram that is next to you totally isolated, or you score. Here, you score. No. Dai, we have another opportunity. We have a beautiful one this time. Dai, Chico. Dai. Score that one and you will be forgiven. Oh, he's hitting the bar. Guys, in 30 seconds, we saw the remake of Parma Juve first 5 minutes. First, a shot with the goalkeeper that is deflecting, and then the bar. We saw it in 30 seconds. Chico. If in the first one, there is he should score. He should score, even if he is a bit unbalanced by the player. And honestly, he didn't see Thuram, but you need to score. You need to score. That second one, ragazzi, it's already the second bar that is hitting in 2 games. But you saw, it's exactly what I explained to you. Juventus, with a few passes, they want to be extremely dangerous. They want to go with unexpected passes. This is a stat when Opta will watch the channel. They will insert unexpected passes as a new stats for Juve. For the Juve of Spalletti. Unexpected passes. Then Scalvini. Carnesecchi goes out of the line really well. Has to be said as well. But here, Chico, I need to watch it again in detail. Attenzione. You see, but the passes of today, we try, because they are not always accurate, but the passes of today, they really are like a knife in the butter. They are lethal, my friend. They are really, really lethal. Shimmy. Oh, of course, Coppa Italia is worth fighting. Every game is worth fighting for. Of course, Coppa Italia is worth fighting for. You know why? It's easy. Look at how people are celebrating when they win it. How proud they are when they win it. And look at how they are belittling that cup when Juve wins it. And then you understand why it's important to win also the Coppa Italia. And don't forget, Juve has a mentality where we play to win whatever competition we start. Then you cannot win always, but you start to win. Thank you for the support, Juventini all over the world. The message from Pit Pitania. No, thank you to you, Pit Pitania. Not, thank you. Grande Pit Pitania with a donation. Thank you, my friend. Really, really, really appreciate it. Carnesecchi. De Ketelaere missing that ball. Cambiaso with the right foot to Grayson Bremer. Look at that. Here, immediately. What a beautiful pass for Kalulu. This time, I know who Kalulu is, and he's going to Chico with a cross that has been deflected. I think it's the first corner kick of the game after 23 minutes. Pay attention because... Wait. Check in progress. What check? I have no idea. Man, no, you cannot give a penalty on that. Oh, oh, my man. I die. How did they even see that? You cannot give a penalty like that. You cannot throw a game like that. No, you cannot give a penalty like that. And please don't spoil in the comment. Just wait. Be a bit patient, like 20 seconds, guys. If you are ahead of me, don't spoil me. I know that you are ahead of time, so please don't spoil me. Just wait a bit. I think they will give it, but these penalties, giving these penalties. It was a beautiful game between a possession-based Atalanta and between Juve that was doing well, that was dangerous. Oh, it's a pity because Atalanta didn't even protest. Nobody saw it. Die. I mean, it doesn't change anything. He's not even deflecting that ball. Look. Maybe a bit, yeah. Yeah, maybe it's a penalty. Probably it's a penalty. He will give the penalty. I'm not even doubting about that. But the arm is not stitched to the body. There is a ball. The ball is changing a bit of a trajectory. He will give the penalty. It's a penalty. It's a pity, but it's the rule. Yeah, we know. Just say it, die. We know. It's a penalty, guy. Give it. Instead of losing minutes, give the penalty immediately, die. Locatelli, he will give the penalty. He's doing ego man. Hey, give him his space, leave, because he will give the penalty. We know it. All that cinema. Oh, mamma mia, Fabris, you disgust me. We know it's a penalty. Just say it. What do you think, that the Locatelli will hit you because you gave a penalty? Die. The behavior. I'm not even pissed about that penalty. I'm pissed about that arrogant behavior of the referee. Perin into the goal. You know what I think about goalkeepers that are dressed in red when there are penalties, huh? Scamacca, goal. Too easy. 1-0 Atalanta. The Dutch commentator is saying you can discuss as much as you want. This is the rule. And that's why I will not discuss about it. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. It's not because of Juventus was playing bad or not. It's a mistake that, no, it's Ryan. It's not about being an idiot or not. It's you play football. Unfortunately, that arm is there where it should not be, and it happens. It happens. Okay. Now, of course, if we are scoring with Conceição, we are speaking about something totally different here. But it is what it is. 27 minutes. There is an entire second half plus more than 15 minutes to do things right now. Juventus that is obliged to change plans now, because that waiting for Atalanta to do a mistake to be dangerous, which was working, will totally be different now, because now you are looking for that goal with Cambiaso with a cross on the second post. Attenzione, because that header goes close to the goal, and I think it was Bremer that wanted actually to cancel his mistake. Look at how dangerous Juventus was. A beautiful cross from Cambiaso, and then Glaze on Bremer with the goalkeeper that was totally beaten, and never he would have been able to catch that ball. It is what it is. It's okay. Oh, you need to whistle. Here are two players on the ground because of the head. That's what he's doing now. And now because he saw Ederson on the ground. When he saw the player from Juve, there was no problem. Jonathan David. They didn't really hit the head. We wasted, but the bar is not wasted, but should be in the goal. That miss of Conceição 1-on-1 is a miss, and we missed a few more today. Yeah. It's okay, dai. Locatelli. Locatelli prefers to go to Kelly. Kelly keeping that ball in a black and white possession with Bremer from the back. On the right. Gatti, try to go vertical. That's what he's doing. Beautiful here from I think Jonathan David. And here we go on the left side with Kelly. That Juventus wants to accelerate. There is a player of Atalanta on the ground. Let him there. Kelly, Locatelli tries to play with Thuram. There is still that player from Atalanta on the ground, but Juventus is continuing with Thuram that goes between two players. Referee is waiting, is whistling. I don't know what he whistled. Foul for Juve? Apparently, yes. It could be a dangerous foul for Juve. With a Westerman that is telling us in the chat, the worst part is that in England, this is never a penalty. Why do we have different rules? It's a good question. It's a good question. I'm not an expert of English football, so I cannot tell you what is the rule in England, but I know that sometimes there are some interpretations of rules that are different. I don't know what is embarrassing, Victor. Can you tell me? The decision of the referee, the performance of Juve, Ahanor on the ground. I don't know what. Let me know. Yeah, no, guys, I'm not complaining about the penalty. Am I a big fan of these kind of penalties? No, but ragazzi, the arm is wide. So again, it's like that. So attention, because we have a free kick. It will be Cambiaso, so he will probably not go on target. Probably go on across on the second post. Could he try it? Andrea, can you? No, he will not try. He will never try. And he didn't try. He goes on the second post. That ball has been deflected. Not a beautiful one. Conceição that this time is on the left. Plays with Locatelli. Locatelli opens on the right side. Pay attention because that cross will arrive. I think it's from Kalulu. Kalulu into the box. Attention, the second post. Deflected. It will be a second corner kick for Juve. Deflected by Charles de Ketelaere. Dai Juve. Attention, that ball is already into the box with Jonathan David that is giving it to... How did we miss that? Why are they not going on target? Why are they not shooting? Why are we not putting that ball into the net? How is it possible that that ball has been touched by 4 Juventini into the box and none of them is putting that ball with enough power towards the goal? I need to see that replay, but how on earth is it possible that nobody was able to destroy the net? Because that's what you need to do there. Huh? There is no finesse that counts. There you destroy the net. No. Oh, die. The referee Fabri already started. And looks like Cambiaso starts to be nervous and going out of his game. Yeah, he's keeping him on the... Look at that. Cambiaso was smart here. Jonathan David. Cross. McKennie misses it. But no, it's Gatti. Actually, McKennie's shooting and Gatti was not ready. So it actually deflected on the foot of Gatti and rebounded. It rebounded on the one of Gatti. Oh, we are unlucky. We are unlucky also with the post, with this. Pay attention because they try to go for their second goal. Didn't happen now. Pay attention to Ederson. He will go with a cross on the second post. Ball has been deflected by Cambiaso. Trying to press. Ball goes to Carnesecchi with Jonathan David is putting that run in to put a bit of pressure to Carnesecchi. That ball goes high into the sky. Bremer is winning his aerial duel and it's Conceição. Attention because there is at the moment no offside anymore. But Chico is complaining for a step on foot that the referee didn't see. And I'm sure that it's a foul. Fantastic save here by Brazilian wall Bremer. Do we play or do we stop? Apparently we play. Conceição is still on the ground, but we decide to play. Thuram said, I don't know what to do to Spalletti. Spalletti says, continue to play. And we play Atalanta because that's a really beautiful one from Weston McKennie that is going one-on-one against Ahanor. It's a beautiful defender. Ahanor is a really beautiful defender. We already saw him when we played against them. I think he's still 17 or maybe he celebrated 18 in the meanwhile. Beautiful defender. Yeah, there is a foul. Yeah, there is a foul. Okay, you can like or dislike Chico. Okay? It's not my favorite player, so you can criticize him, but this is a foul. But this is a foul. So put your agenda aside. Focus on objectively. This is a foul. So you give a foul. Chico, he has a reputation in Serie A of simulating, while the guy never simulates. Never. Then, Mikel and other people are saying, is he worth wearing the shirt of Juve? Is it good enough? That we can discuss. I open the discussion if you want. But he's not one that is stimulating. So I would love also there. Lazio, it happened. Today it was foul. I don't know why. Well, I know why. Juve. Bremer. Since the goal that we conceded, Thuram. Ball, De Roon. No, but I honestly, I really don't care that I like or I don't like. Every single time he has the ball and there is a foul on him, the referee is always letting go. Why? Why? I don't know. This is clearly a foul. Like there was a penalty against Lazio. Do you remember Leipzig or whatever? It's not only in Italy, eh? It's not only in Italy. Maybe it's too fast. Maybe, I don't know. Too fast, too small, too rapid, and the referees are unable to watch. I don't know. But then what they should say to me when they are doing their debriefs, when they are watching again how they directed the game after the games, of course, in video, they should say, maybe we are wrong on thinking that is simulating because there is never foul. Or, I mean, we should never have whistle foul. I don't know. But it's annoying. No, but I understand that maybe it's because of the size, it's shorter than the other, but then we are never protecting our technical players. I'm not speaking only about Juve. Eh? It looks like because he's shorter than the other, then we can give him kicks. We can put him on the ground, we can foul him. Look here, there is a foul on McKennie. Eh? We play with Chico Conceição. McKennie stood up. Conceição, first dribble. Leaving the ball to Lloyd Kelly. Locatelli. 7 minutes to go in that first half. Juventus led 1-0 with a goal of Scamacca on penalty. Before that, never really risked Juve, even if the possession of Atalanta was quite high. Since that goal, we changed. It's Juve in possession. Juve with 10 men now in the half of the Bergamaschi. Gleison. We don't control in defense. We are trying to go as fast as possible. Locatelli, Weston, Thuram. Ball possession. Juve at the moment is difficult to unmark himself. We are really well marked by the team of Palladino. Gleison in the middle, beautiful. Conceição that is playing a bit more central today. Opens on the right side of the field. It's Gatti. We don't find a way to penetrate the defense of Ladea. Locatelli. He stops. Still carrying the ball and he goes forward. Gatti opens on the right side. There is a touch. It's a corner kick. A third one for Juve. We scored and we showed that we were able to score from set pieces. So try. And pay attention from the moment that you have beaten everyone. There is still Carnesecchi with his number 29. It's Cambiaso that will take the corner. He goes with his left foot into the box. That ball is still in the air. Aerial duels deflected by Atalanta. It's Kalulu that recuperates it. Conceição puts it again into the box. Offside. Kenan, guys, it's already a miracle that he travels. Huh? Gleison to Perin. Long ball from Perin. Not accurate. Not accurate. But there was a pressure from Scamacca. Ball Juve. Ball Scalvini. You know what I love, and these are details. Huh? I love a Locatelli that starts to speak, but it's not now. Huh? It already started in the beginning of this season, if not at the end of last season with Tudor already. I see a much more vocal Locatelli with referees. But now it's really a lot. He goes, he speaks, he protests. He's correct, I like that. Wow, beautiful Juve here. Weston McKennie again to Cambiaso. Don't mess it up. Don't mess up. Two players. It's Jonathan David that is opening for Thuram. Cambiaso is not there because he's much more central, but Thuram is able to dribble. Charles de Ketelaere that comes back and put that ball in. I think throw in. It will be a throw in or a corner kick. I didn't pay attention. It will be a throw in. Bah. For McKennie, it's a corner because he takes it with a dislocated shoulder, but he tries these long throw-ins. After the number 8, the number 16, the number 14, he goes with the number 22 into the box. Long ball, maybe a... Dai Juve. Bravo. This time Gatti bravo. And there is no foul, so we play. Get up, Raspadori. Dai, stop crying. Get up. Get up. Grande Chico this time. Fantastic Chico. Ball Juve. This is ball Juve. I'm convinced it's ball Juve. Let me check the replay. Yeah. I don't know. Long ball from Atalanta with 2 minutes to play, plus then, of course, a bit more minutes because of that penalty, that VAR check. Cambiaso, beautiful one touches here between all the players. A bit too much. Pay attention. Jonathan David. Dai, Johnny. Kelly. Dai. Honestly, we'll debrief at halftime. Here, beautiful interception by De Ketelaere. Luckily they didn't see it. Luckily the players of Atalanta, they didn't see it. Bravo Chico. Grande Chico. Beautiful slalom horizontally. Look at Cambiaso, that is now nearly the striker of the team. Dai Andrea, there is a foul on Andrea. Luckily, because he messed up. Dai, dai! Dai, dai, dai. Juve, dai Juve. Can we do it? Can we do it before the locker room? It's not an ugly Juve at all. You saw we conceded, we recuperated in possession, we are trying. In the beginning, honestly, we gave them the ball, but we were the most dangerous team. That penalty is making sure that we are losing 1-0 at the moment, so we are not able to score. We missed a few. It's not an ugly Juve. I saw much worse Juve than that, but the result is at the moment we are losing 1-0. It's not enough, and we were not able to find the way to the net. Gatti missed it. Chico missed it a few. We hit the bar in the meanwhile. We will discover. Probably they will give 2 minutes. I don't know. Cambiaso. 2 minutes, indeed. Kelly. Johnny. Thuram. But that ball needs to go up. You see, it was much easier to scare Atalanta before they scored than now. Much easier. Now they are organized, they are structured, they don't want to take any risk. Attenzione, because that's a beautiful one. Gatti, Conceição one-on-one against the number 47, Scalvini. Now he plays, Bernasconi. Dai, one touch. Bravo. Locatelli, he goes alone. Attenzione, Locatelli will go. There is a foul. A dangerous one. With 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. I don't remember when was the last time that we scored a free kick. I think it was 1961. Yeah, it's a foul from Scamacca. It was on the 5th of October, 1961. The birthday of my mother. Since then, we didn't score a free kick anymore. Cambiaso or Locatelli? With 40 seconds to go. Locatelli seems much more concentrated to go than Cambiaso. Yeah, it will be Locatelli. The idea was not bad, but the execution was. Half time. Half time. Okay, guys. Scatenatevi. Unchain yourself with the messages. It's your time. It's your moment to shine. Boga in, Chico out. Boga could potentially play there, but that's not why we signed Boga. Boga, we signed him to play on the left, and then we don't know, guys, what is the condition of Boga. This is really a reactionary comment, like, Chico, he missed a goal, sub him out. I must say that Chico, with all the wrong decision that he did, Chico at the end is still the one that is the most dangerous one. Still the most dangerous one. You can blame Chico for the misses, not for the bar, but for the misses. He's not even playing a bad game. Honestly not. Then it's easier to look for a scapegoat. I must say that Juve, honestly, they played the game that they had to play against the difficult Atalanta. They played the game how they wanted to play it. Means surprising Atalanta on their mistakes. And it was working, honestly. It was really working. We saw it immediately with the kickoff. Show you. You see, here. We surprised them really, really a lot. And then after, I believe, 30 more seconds, we were again dangerous with Thuram, I believe. Then you have a really long possession of Atalanta, but not dangerous. Atalanta was not dangerous. They were in possession, let them go, and we tried to be extremely lethal on their mistake. They did a mistake, we took the ball. In 3 passes we were there up front. We didn't keep the ball along a lot. Unfortunately, we were not accurate, we were not lethal, but it was working. Then you have a Juve that says, okay, let's play. We try to play. They have that strange cross, honestly, without danger, where unfortunately, Bremer, the army is wide. Honestly, I tell you, honestly, I don't like these penalties, but it's a penalty. I hope it's a penalty for every team, regardless of the shirt. That's another discussion. But ragazzi, it's not stupid Bremer. He didn't expect a cross at that moment. I don't know. It's a mistake. Yeah, it's a mistake from Bremer. But it was not even a dangerous cross, so it's not that Juve was risking. It's a penalty because, indeed, first I was trying to understand. No, it is a penalty. Ragazzi, dai, take the shirt off of Juve. Then if you like that it's a penalty or you don't like, then, but the rule is saying if you change the trajectory of the ball and your arm is wide open, so you are putting more volume than your body, then it's a penalty. And look at it, the two things were respected. The arm is high, is wide, is creating more volume, and on top of that, the ball is going direction the penalty spot. While after that deflection, even if it's slight from the touch of Bremer, well, that ball slightly goes towards Perin. I don't know, honestly, if there were other players ready to take the ball or not. I don't even think so. I really think there was nobody to be there. But it's a penalty, die. It's a penalty. Do we don't like the rule? I don't like the rule. I don't like the rule. What I'm much more furious about is that every single time that Conceição is on the ground and you go and you watch the replay, every time he has been fouled. And every single time they are not whistling a foul for Conceição. Never. And this has to stop because it's not the first time. Sometimes you can't go to VAR, and okay, sometimes you could have gone to VAR, not today, and they don't do it. So a player is not protected because he's short, because he's fast, because he loves to dribble, and there you're not protecting the most technical players, and that's a shame according to me. So what Chico is living today, and not the first time, is extremely frustrating. So sometimes you can understand that he goes totally crazy, he goes in frustration mode. Anyway, this goal he needs to score them, because otherwise, if he would have scored, we would have spoken about something totally different. Beautiful penalty taken by Scamacca, and then Juventus that is changing the destiny of that game in terms of possession, because that's where Juventus says, okay, we play. Unfortunately, Atalanta, with that lead, they are managing the game in a totally different way. It was the same way with Giovinco. It was the same way at a certain moment of Yildiz when he started to play. When they discovered, when he was not yet mature in terms of length, when he was, they started with Yildiz as well. At a certain moment, Yildiz, you see that he's much taller, he's much more physical. So, but yeah. I'm waiting for the highlights, but I don't know which one is the worst one that we missed. Is it the one with Chico that goes one-on-one against Carnesecchi? Watching it, the first replay, I said he couldn't see, or he didn't have the time to find Thuram that is on the left. But he needs to score there. Or is it that shot, because Jonathan David is doing something beautiful there. So Cambiaso goes fast while nobody's watching. by heart, by memory. Yeah? Jonathan David is giving in the back. You have a shot from McKennie. I don't know if it went in or not, but it actually goes on the foot of Gatti, that is actually deflecting. It's not fast enough to actually take that ball and put it in the goal. Luckily for him, I didn't watch the replay in detail yet, but I'm scared to do it because I think that I will go totally crazy. But we missed too much. We missed way too much. If you're looking at the attempts of Juve, so we go towards the statistics. Big chances 4 for Juve, 2 for Atalanta, 7 attempts for Juve, 6 for Atalanta. Corner kicks 2 for us, 0 for them. You see, and the shots from Atalanta, it's the penalty. 1 on target, except of the penalties, while Juve, you saw this one from Chico Chica, the 20th minute, was on target. Unfortunately, was not in the goal. Here you see a shot from McKennie that went wide. Shot from Bremer with the header. That was also another beautiful opportunity. Thuram at the first minute, super well prepared, but unfortunately was not able to put it on target. The shot from Conceição on the bar. The distance shot from Locatelli at the second minute. I tell you honestly, this first half could have ended easily 1-0 for Juve. 1-0 for Atalanta is a lying score, but it's the reality. You see a Juve much more darker in terms of colors, which means that we are attacking much more than them. Much more dangerous, but it means nothing at the end. Playing well, not playing well. There is just one team that goes through, and it's the one that wins today. The rest is blah blah. I try to find maybe here with the lineups. Of Juve. This is Atalanta, extremely compact. We are playing really high with Conceição here on the right side, but clearly we are missing Yildiz. Clearly we are missing Yildiz. Yeah. Then you have alternating positions between Cambiaso, Thuram, McKennie. Extremely low Jonathan David, and then it's Kelly, Locatelli that gives the support here. You see it's a 3-man defense. Kelly, Bremer, Gatti, with Locatelli that is building from the back, giving some support here. We need to change. We need to see. I will absolutely not start to blame Juve. Like, it's really bad what you are doing, because it's not true. But of course, you need to score. You need to find a way. Joseph Ashraf, thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. Now, when Cambiaso has the post of Kenan, he is not there. You are playing also against an Atalanta that on that side of the field, you see, look. So that's the side where they are attacking Cambiaso. No. This side with Zappacosta, yeah, Zappacosta. You see Cambiaso here, so you see that here it's a bit more dangerous for Atalanta, so we need to pay attention. Openda needs to come in. This is a game where he could be very dangerous in behind. Yeah, it's not a bad call, Claude. Now, it would have been perfect if Openda started where there were these open spaces of Atalanta, because after the goal, these spaces were absolutely not there anymore. So it shows also that Atalanta can play in two ways. From the moment that they needed to defend, they knew how to defend. They really knew how to not leave these spaces open. So our surprise effect of Thuram running into that space or changing it, it's not a surprise anymore. At least we can now focus on finishing top. Mamma mia, but the game is not over, Mikel. Ooh, mamma mia! But how are you? I don't understand. Again, I will repeat myself. Huh? I will really repeat myself. But how difficult would it be to wake up and to see every single thing dark? Will we? When you are losing 1-0, there are more probabilities that you lose the game. When you are missing a Kenan Yildiz, you have more probabilities to lose the game. When you, of course, it could be that we lose today, but mamma mia, we just played 45 already, and luckily we will pay for the top four. Mamma mia. Oh, also because the next game, when you play the next game of Coppa Italia, you play it in the month of March somewhere. And then you play the return game in the month of April, and then the final you are playing it in the month of May, the 13th of May. So it's like one game in March, one game in April, and one game, if you reach the final, of course, in May. That's not even the problem. Oh, mamma mia. I honestly, if you qualify today, I don't think it will cause a problem or not to pay the Coppa Italia. I really don't know. But anyway, we don't care. We don't care. Apparently, Kenan Yildiz is warming up, says Saraz. It's a pity. We will win because we have the green shirt, says Alozani. We need a title. We need to win the Coppa Italia. We need. Again, honestly, I don't want to say we saw an ugly Juve today. I don't. We are losing because of a penalty. I saw a mature Juve that must score. And on that, I will ask you to be as kind as giving me 2 minutes for a break. And I want really to say welcome to a lot of more Juventini. It's just 2 minutes. I go and I come back. I go and I come back. So be patient with me. I come back to comment the second half of Atalanta Juve. 2 minutes. Maximum of likes. I come back. Oh, they didn't wait for me. They didn't wait for me. Mamma mia. It's already a corner kick there. Waiting for the chrono. 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds. Chrono is back on for the second half of Atalanta Juve. I need to check in a few seconds if there were some changes that have been made. It was not a corner kick, by the way. It was a throw-in for Atalanta that attacked immediately in the second half. I will check for the changes. If you give me a bit of time in a second. Attenzione, Carnesecchi goes long. Bernasconi, controlled by Kalulu. Chico Conceição is still on the field, which means that at the moment Spalletti wants to continue to give him trust. A pity, of course, that Chico he creates, but he doesn't finish. And in football, you can create how much you want. If you don't finish, it's a problem. Thank you, Joseph. Really, really, really appreciate it. Joseph. That's the reality. No changes in the starting 11 for Juve. No changes for Atalanta. We play with 44 minutes to go before potentially penalties if we draw the game, or a qualification for one of the two teams, the one that wins. Kalulu, long in the middle of the field, immediately blocked by Atalanta, but we have potentially another opportunity with McKennie that is now, you see, alternating strikers. That's maybe one of the weaknesses of this Juve that is missing Kenan also, for example. That today we have nobody that is putting that ball into the goal and not a lot of presence in the opponent box. Atalanta is continuing to control that ball, to goes horizontally to find a way to penetrate our defense. They are again with 11 men in our half, which is never good. And they are able, look at that. Look at the movements of Atalanta. They are able to unmark themselves and they are able to cross. Attenzione, that ball goes on the head of Kalulu. I think he touched it. Look at the efforts from Conceição recuperating that ball, touching it, and it's a throw-in for Juve. Bravo, Chico. If there is one thing that you cannot blame to Chico, is runs to give some support also defensively, which Jegrova would not be able to do for 45 minutes. Spalletti, I don't like the look of Spalletti today. I don't like that without soul Spalletti. Kalulu tries to go long. That ball is still there. Oh, it's a bit dangerous. Messy Juve in that beginning of second half. Conceição against two. There is a push on Conceição, foul. Ball Juve. Perin is bad luck. Someone wrote into the chat. Perin is bad luck. Don't start to become like me, guys, huh? It's already enough to have one extremely superstitious guy. No, I'm already superstitious enough. Don't start. It's never good. 50-50 ball possession as we speak. There is no foul from Gatti. Ball Juve. He's giving it to Atalanta. That was a ball Juve. Ooh. We start having some predictions. Vamos Juve 2-1. Oh, I want to remind all the people with Perin's bad charm. It's bad luck. We always lose with Perin. That a few weeks ago you wanted Perin a starter. Don't forget about that. Huh? Gatti. And the game is not over, so let's see. Attenzione, Johnny. To Weston McKennie, that is now on the right side of the field. Beautiful ball from Texas boy for Conceição, that is able to touch it and to dribble his man. Two men. Ball deflected. Ball goes to Weston McKennie that tries to go towards two players. Not possible. Chico keeping that ball for an instant. Not enough. Scamacca Bremer. There is a foul from the Brazilian one. They are playing fast. Kelly is faster. There is a foul on the man from Bristol. Dai Juve. Yeah, but no, I don't start now. Or you go out because it's already the second time that Ederson is on the ground. Sub him out. If he can't, sub him out. No, but if we start like that, guys, I know that they have the advantage of 1-1. I understand, but play. Spalletti, wake up. Luciano. Mamma mia, he look in depression mode. It's incredible. Mamma mia. You are doing a beautiful work. Okay, this team is showing also today an identity. It's showing that we are playing. Yes, we have that weakness of not being able to score, and I know. But mamma mia, go out of that depression mode. Mamma mia, look like he wants to end, not only with football. Huh? Mamma mia, Spalletti. Be angry. If you're not happy, be angry. I prefer that you are angry than depressive. And we play Thuram, Lloyd, Chiellini. That ball was too long. He hesitated a second, and that second is decisive in football. Mamma mia, look at that. Zappacosta. Oof. First corner kick of the game for Atalanta. Zappacosta is a strange player, the one that nobody rates, nobody think is good. It looks like 55 that he just finished working this morning in building like 4 houses. And then he's on the field and he's delivering always. Huh? I rarely saw disaster performance of Zappacosta. He's always delivering, the guy. He's not shiny player. It's not a player that I want, but he's consistent, like 6. Oof. They are playing short. They are playing well. Eh? Atalanta is playing well. No? Zappacosta is that consistent 6. Ahanor. Raspadori. He needed 2 days to integrate himself in that Palladino team. It's a plug and play. Raspadori is doing it. We couldn't. Grande Locatelli to take that ball from Charles de Ketelaar. Chiellini. Thuram. Long ball from Locatelli immediately for Weston McKennie. 1 touch. Opening on the left, and he's receiving that ball back. Dai, it's a counter-attack. Keep that ball on side. Bravo. Dai, Juve. That is approaching the box. Don't forget the ball across on the second post. There is nobody except of Carnesecchi that is deflecting that ball with 1 punch. Pressing from Conceição. That ball will be kept onside by Federico. Dai. And now looks like Spalletti is waking up. Chico. 2 players. Chico goes with a cross in the hands of Carnesecchi. Nobody's attacking that ball. That ball, you need someone that goes and attacks that ball. But how is it possible? They are already in our box. Zappacosta again. I don't know, he was alone in our box. De Ketelaar. Zappacosta. Pay attention to his crosses. De Ketelaar. Thuram on him. Charles. Ex-Bruges. Ex-Milan. Scalvini. Luckily there was nobody. Ball Perin. Dai. Locatelli that is asking. Receiving. Cambiaso. To Perin. Team goes long. Perin goes short. Dai, Juve. You see, it's extremely difficult today to unmark ourselves. Extremely difficult. Gleison, centrally. That one touch. Ooh, that movement. Ooh, that movement for Kalulu. The Kalulu corridor. And he's opening on the left. Attenzione Weston McKennie to Kalulu. Kalulu. Oh, no, no. No, Kalulu. You see that it's not his job. Oh, we could have put Jonathan David in front of the goal. If he was a striker. If that was a striker. That would have been a goal. The movement was studied attention because we continue with a cross. Cross in the middle of the penalty spot, and it's Chico. Now it's a pressure Juve, and there is absolutely no foul, so we play Chico. Still two players that are trying to block him. He's obliged to come back, and that's what he's doing to Bremer. Bremer opening for Kelly. Look at the left side of the field. Locatelli. Ask and receives. That ball goes into that box. Difficult to control that ball that is in the air, controlled by Gleason, and we start again with Locatelli again. Short sleeves and the gloves from Loca. Kelly. Juve will try again with Cambiaso. Cancels one man, cancels two men, plays with Thuram. Thuram, beautiful pass to Gatti. Gatti with a shot that has been deflected. Was there a handball? I don't think so. So it's Locatelli that will try with a shot. That ball was a bit too long. Bad control from the number 5 of Juve. And it's Atalanta that goes with a really beautiful 1-2. Scalvini tried, but Bremer was much faster on that one. Dai Juve. Dai, it's possible. It's possible, I tell you. Thuram. And looks like Juventus understood it. Cambiaso again, that is really into his game. From the back with Locatelli. 11 players of Juve in the opposition half. Pierre Kalulu. Kalulu is looking for someone to unmark himself. It's Conceição. Conceição centrally for Locatelli. Locatelli will go vertical. Beautiful one. Beautifully controlled also. There is a push on McKennie. Or it was Cambiaso. It was Cambiaso, by the way. Throw in Atalanta. Let's watch. I need to watch it again because it looks like there is a push. And Cambiaso is saying it to the referee. There is a pull. There is no offside. Let me check. Oh, ragazzi, he's putting also the arm over him. Oh. To me, this is more a foul. Than the one of Bremer. This is more a foul than the one of Bremer. Tell me what you want. The rules are saying that the one of Bremer is a penalty. This one, to me, should be a penalty as well. This is a contact. Guys, how do you want Cambiaso to unmark himself to do something? No? Or is it because I'm a Juventino and I'm biased? There are two arms over his neck. What do you want him to do? He's watching the ball. The other one is behind him with two arms like this. What do you want him to do? Cannon is accelerating the training, the warm-up, so he will probably enter soon. Locatelli. This is not normal in football. Locatelli taking all his time as if we are winning 5-0. He will go long into the box. Raspadori is strong on the second balls, and he's not losing it. He's never losing it. It's a beautiful player. Giacomo Raspadori is a beautiful player. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying, the Arabic commentary, but tell him that I think the same. Like Bremer, there is absolutely no danger. He's there. The arm is wide. Yes, okay, you give a penalty. But here you have a real foul. Bravo, Cambiaso. Thuram. Did he take the ball? Apparently nobody is complaining. And now he's whistling. Of course he's whistling. I don't know if that's a penalty. Not even David is protesting. I think that he really took the ball. Let us check. Yeah, clear ball. Takes the ball and then he leaves the ball to put his foot even higher. Took the ball. Dai. Took the ball. Yeah, David is playing well. You know what's the problem? The problem of David is that he's playing well as a, out of the box. But we need also a presence in the box. Bremer, ball high in the air, and then he's taking it with his header. Conceição. That's stupid. That's stupid. Yeah, that's stupid. This is stupid from Chico. We clearly saw the body movement. That to anticipate, he goes with the elbow. It's Pallettone. Don't look at the ground. Don't look at the ground. This is the start of the end. This is the beginning of the end. Don't look at the ground. Please. Who is the assistant of Spalletti? He needs to go and put that head high. Put the head high. Watch what is happening. Luciano. Ball into the box. Cambiaso with a header. It's against Calvini. Calvini that is having all the time in the world to do whatever he wants into our box. Zappacosta. Charles. And they start. It's a nice team, Atalanta. Bernasconi. Ahanor fall on him from Locatelli, whistled by the referee. Impressive, that 17-year-old kid. Chapeau. Chapeau. Need to be correct, And they are playing fast, Atalanta. They are looking for that second goal. It looks like they are really into their game, Atalanta, now. They believe in it. They are not even trying to keep that 1-0. If they can score the second, they will try. That can be our opportunity. Cambiaso. Take the time, Cambiaso. Take the time. Throw in from Cambiaso to Locatelli. Cambiaso. Throw in again, Atalanta. And they will go long. They will go long. Pay attention to outside of the box. I see already 2 players outside of the box. 3 players now that are totally unmarked, ready to receive that ball. That ball goes in the box. Pay attention to the second balls, please. And there is a push. There is a push on Conceição. And also an offside. Ball Juve. Dai. Dai, Juve. Attenzione, Jérémy Boga. Jérémy Boga about to enter. So we are already preparing the first appearance of the number 13. Gatti out. Boga in. I think that McKennie here could be. Let's see. Let's see. That could be an option. Attention, because we have maybe already the opportunity with Jérémy Boga that is giving it to Conceição. Conceição. Corner kick. Corner kick, Juve. The 4th one. Beautiful first ball from Jérémy Boga. Boga on the left. That's a fact. So at the moment, what I did was putting McKennie a bit more on the right. Let's see if this is how we will do it or not. Attention, because there is that corner kick. Chico. Charles. Locatelli controlling that ball, putting it on the ground. Kalulu will go with a cross. Takes his time. No, he prefers to go again to the captain of Juventus. Capitano with a pass. Attenzione, Boga. And we have McKennie, but that ball is always there into the box and nobody is able to control it. Pay attention to the counterattacks of Atalanta. Grande Cambiaso. And also Jérémy Boga. What a dribbler. There is a fall on Jérémy Boga. There is a fall on Jérémy Boga. There is a fight there in the middle of the field. We should play fast. We should play fast. Jeremy, the socks is for another day. Dai, bravo Jeremy. What an impact from Jeremy. Boga gol. Boga gol. Attenzione. What a steal. Oh, ragazzi, he gave me vibes of a tremendous player. Attenzione, Jeremy Boga, versione Sassuolo. Ex-Atalanta as well, Cambiaso will go into the box. Long one on the second post. There is nobody except of corner kick Juve, the fifth one. Attenzione, I'm totally in the mood. 25 minutes to at least draw. Will we play it fast or not? Locatelli is close to Conceição. They are speaking to each other. What are they deciding to do? They speak to each other again. Conceição doesn't know. He didn't understand. Will they play short? He leaves it to Locatelli. Locatelli with a cross. Attention, that ball is on the penalty spot but deflected with a header ball. Juve. Conceição plays fast. Juventus wants to accelerate. They want to create a surprise before the changes, the replies of Palladino to the change of Spalletti. Boga to Kelly. Thuram. Loca. Kalulu. Weston McKennie controlling the ball, keeping that possession, and it's again the captain of Juve. We are opening the game with Bremer changing side again. Already a lot of trust in the 29 years old. Boga, beautiful pass there. That ball stays inside. There is no offside, so there is a cross. Attenzione, because that ball is into the box. McKennie, no! Not on target from Weston McKennie. Die, we can do it. Oh, the impact of Boga. Comoli, what did you do? The algorithm is working. Boga. You see the answer is there, Bellanova. Conceição to McKennie. Locatelli is asking, is receiving, pay attention to the pressing of Scamacca, and we play again from Brazilian wall in the back. The one that at the moment caused that penalty for a stupid touch. Cambiaso. He's playing a bit more behind now. Loca, Vida Loga with a long one. Attenzione, that ball. Ooh, they are lucky. Also, when they are missing the ball, they are lucky. Bernasconi, interesting young player from Atalanta. But Locatelli is pushing also. Conceição is saying, give me that ball. Grande Conceição that is going into the box. Conceição, attenzione. Boga. It's David. Mamma mia. I go. Sixth corner kick for you. What a sliding tackle from Manu Locatelli there. Oh, if Johnny saw Boga. It's possible. I love that Juve. I really love that Juve. I love what I'm watching. Conceição or Locatelli? It will be Conceição this time. He goes again on the first post. Attenzione, Jeremy that is waiting into the box for that second ball that is arriving now. Beautifully controlled. Beautiful kept in. Jeremy, two players on him. He goes with a cross. Attenzione! Ooh. My head. For a second it was totally frozen, like, wow, I saw black. Oh. Yeah. It was a bit too much. I need some water. Scamacca out. Bellanova in. Zappacosta out. 20 minutes. They're trying to kill the rhythm of Juve. Metro Master. What a game, Beppe. Come on, Juve. Love you guys. Thank you, Metro Master 17. Yeah, we can do it. I believe in this team. Again, out or not out, because at the moment we are out of the Coppa Italia. We can, of course, speak about things that we need to do better, because they are. But I see a total different Juve. Holm will enter as well. Attenzione! Spalletti giving trust immediately after 2 days of training session to the new ones. Immediately, Holm will enter. Valhalla Express will enter. Remember the nickname, Valhalla Express. Ball Juve, dai. Because the chrono is not stopping. Who will go out, do you think, guys? Kalulu, to let him rest 90 minutes? I don't know. Kalulu. Ula, attenzione. Perin. Kelly goes long. There is no foul, so we play there. Now there is a foul. On Lloyd Bristol Kelly. Cope and Holm. Blonde Power. But first it's Boga ball. Dai. Jeremy Boga against Scalvini. Attenzione, grande Jeremy. No, but McKennie today. Dai. Jeremy Boga. And the real question is he stronger than Kenan Yildiz? Did you see what he do? But today how many tap-ins did we miss? How much did we miss today? What did he do? Locatelli out. Jonathan David out. And we have Cope. And Holm in. So I think that McKennie will really do the striker now. Guys, listen to what I'm telling you. Holm on the right side. And I believe, seriously, that McKennie will be the striker of this team. Let's see if it develops like I think it's developing. So you can see it here on the right. I just did the changes. Let's see. Kelly, opening. 16 minutes. Jeremy Boga, the new star. Algorithm player. De Ketelaar. I just saw the message of Mas. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Beppe, do we have buy option for both players? Yeah, we have. Even if I must say, the one of... Thank you for your membership, Hassan. The one of Boga is a steal. If we want, it's 4.8 to pay over 2 years. Calma. We just saw him 5 minutes. The one of Holm is quite expensive. 18 million euro for the Bologna-owned player on loan at Juve. Cambiaso. Pressed by Bellanova, good from Cambiaso. And also good from Juve here to not lose the ball. Brava Juve, recuperated, but I think there is a foul on Juve indeed. So we need to accelerate because they are trying to slow down Juve, the tempo. Let's play. Cope. Ah, is Cope playing in the back? Could be. Bremer. Cope is asking, is not receiving. We need to go forward, guys. 13 minutes to go. 14. Kalulu. Look at the positioning of the players. We are really changing position. Now we are missing. The first missed pass by Lloyd Kelly. Had to happen. Ball to Atalanta. They were extremely patient here. Pressing up front without rushing. Here we made a mistake. Giving them the ball because it's difficult for Atalanta to lose the ball. Carnesecchi goes long. Control from Cambiaso. Beautiful. They are playing well. Bellanova. With a cross. Attenzione. Sulemana qualifies, I believe, on their second shot on target. Winning change from Paladino 2-0. And only a miracle could possibly avoid the elimination of the Coppa Italia of Juve. Some people are playing Torino in the quarterfinals. Some people are playing Atalanta. It is what it is. It's okay. I will fly over the embarrassing comments, the vergogna comments, the anti-Chico comments. Perry not moving is a problem. Looked like my grandfather when he was 75. Dai. And pay attention now. Pay attention. It's a beautiful team, Atalanta. The Ketelar, Scamacca has been moved on the ground. There is nothing. So we play that. It's the moment if we want. Holm. To Kalulu. Kalulu, bad pass from Kalulu, but luckily it has been deflected, so he's throwing for Juve. Kelly. Yeah, don't give up, Juve. Don't give up. Cope. You see, 75 minutes without Yildiz has been difficult. Openda and Jagrova will enter. Cambiaso out. Chico out. Jagrova in. If Jagrova only would be able to play more than 10 minutes every 3 games, it would help a bit. Openda late, I agree as well. I agree as well, guys. Yeah. Conceição out. Cambiaso out. Jagrova and Openda in. Attenzione. Openda, one touch for McKennie. It's Thuram. Oof, that was not a beautiful one from Thuram. Too long. Ball kept on side. No, die. Yeah, I asked for a bit of drama ending indeed, and here we are. Bah, we need to score really fast for a drama ending because at 2-0 at the 81st minute, there is no drama ending. No, again, this loss, guys, I predicted it. I said, even today I was recording with Haj, and both of us, we agreed. We said, today Juventus doesn't qualify. I said it on Juventus as well. I didn't see Juventus qualifying today, except, of course, of a miracle now. You need to score 2 goals to draw and go to penalties. Attenzione. No. Cope. Openda. That ball stays in. With a McKennie striker. It's not even Openda striker. But I want to focus on the beautiful things that I saw today. I saw some beautiful things. The miss of Conceição, that hand touch of Bremer. Jegrova. Bravo. He has the qualities. What a pity to have a 10-minute player. You see, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that run. No, I agree, Benedetto. I didn't read your entire message. I just saw crybaby. Too many crybabies in the chat. Not a game. Not a bad game today. Just a bit unlucky. All of a sudden, we see the worst team with no hope. No, I agree. I agree. I agree too. I could be here screaming, insulting, and doing because we are out of Coppa Italia. And I'm not happy, of course. I never want to be out of Coppa Italia. I prepared myself to an elimination. But honestly, I saw again a team with an identity, a team that was answering when we were conceding a goal. A team with one huge big weakness is that if you don't score fast, if you're not able to open it, it starts to be really, really difficult. But yeah, I agree. A lot of people are changing from here to here. This performance of Juve, and unfortunately, we are losing, so would not have happened a few months ago. So I still see a growing Juve. Attention, I don't know if there is an offside or not from Openda. Attention, Openda, that it will stop. He goes. He will have a beautiful career, that Ahanor. He's physical. He's intelligent in terms of how he plays his body. Chapeau, beautiful player. Holm. But I saw also beautiful things. How Boga entered. I think that nobody, not even Comoli, was expecting that impact. Then you saw it. After 5-10 minutes, dropped. Attention, because that would be too much. That would be too much to concede. But Perini is playing football or not? 3-0. And Juventus is officially eliminated of Coppa Italia. Perin. Worst of the match? Perin. Wow. Oof. Wow. Mamma mia. Oh, if you wanted to go to Genoa and you are pissed off that we didn't let you go, tell us if you don't want to play anymore. Wow. The score says Juve destroyed. The score says Juve destroyed. Pah. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Score says Juventus 0. Atalanta 3. I must say that the second half has been played in an extremely intelligent way from Palladino. Now, of course, Palladino is happy. What do you want him to be? Sad because he qualifies in Coppa Italia, which means that there are huge big chances. No, huge big chances. At 99.5%, another no Coppa Italia, Supercoppa, sorry, no Supercoppa for Juve next season. Or because next season we go back to the format, the first of Coppa Italia against the first of Scudetto, one game only. If we are out of Coppa Italia, only winning the Scudetto would give you that Supercoppa. So today Juventus is losing one competition with the Coppa Italia and also the access of Supercoppa next year. Perin, shocking performance. And it's not the first time. Monaco was absolutely shocking. The last game that he played was absolutely shocking. I don't remember when it was. Bremer, not impeccable. But losing is never, never, never good. And especially not. Look, attenzione. Perini, look. He did. Luckily, it's offside, but he hesitated before going in. Disaster. Now I will debrief in a second. In a second, we debrief. I will tell you what I think. Against Cagliari as well, we lose 1-0 with Perin. The goal of Mazzitelli. Thuram. Open. What? Allez, Thuram. Allez, die, Kev. Open the corner kick, the 7th one. The game is over, guys. 45 seconds to go. I will read the message in a second, guys. As soon as the game ends. We can blame ourselves to not having scored in the beginning of the game. Would have been another game. Yeah, I agree with non-name, with Risultato Bugiardo lying score, but Atalanta, they are not stealing the win 3-0, guys. No, but that's football, huh? That's football. Conceição, second. No. Start yelling. Why should I yell, guys? We will analyze it as adult with maturity, we will say congratulations to Atalanta because they qualify. And we will analyze what is good, what is bad. As adults, starting yelling, guys. I'm not 12 anymore. I saw a performance today with some good things and some things that we need to improve, and some things that unfortunately will not improve, because unfortunately we are missing something into that team. Nah, it's not embarrassing. From what I saw today, it's not an embarrassing loss. The score, yes. The score, yes. The score, yes. The score, of course, yes. My big regret is if you need to lose 3-0. If you need to lose 3-0, then I think it's a pity that we have played again Kalulu 90 minutes. Again, Bremer, Kelly, Locatelli, Thuram. Not Locatelli because he went out, but that's a huge big pity. The comments in the chat, the comments are open for everyone as long as you are respectful. I can understand that. But no, I don't agree with most of the comments. I will tell you, it's nearly over. Give us a few seconds and we debrief everything together. If I need to make me angry, I will make me angry. Yeah, but Spalletti... There is one thing that I don't like from Spalletti, and that sometimes you can see at his face that after, I don't know, quite early into the game, you see that it's over. Even on a 0-0, you see that it's over, and looks like the team is feeling it. Open that. That's something that I saw at Napoli, at Inter, at Roma, wherever he went. There are some moments like that. I don't know, maybe it's because he sees the future. Maybe he has the almanac with all the results. He knows already up front the results. And voila, it's over. We lost 3-0. Congratulations to Atalanta. That's how you go in football. You're doing it with a maturity. You accept. Learning how to lose is as important as knowing how to win. Atalanta deserves the win. Congratulations to them. We didn't deserve the win. Blame to ourselves, and there are some things to blame. Now, month of February starts with a really beautiful win over Parma, and a loss, ugly loss 3-0 against Atalanta, and an elimination in quarterfinals of Coppa Italia. Last year, it was also, I think, in quarterfinal, right? It was quarterfinal, where we are, or semi, I don't remember. I think quarterfinal, I'm not sure. Where we are eliminated by Empoli at penalties against the B, if not C team of Empoli. And that was embarrassing, and we said it here. So the word embarrassing can be absolutely used on the channel. There is absolutely no problem to say that. Today, I want to say that the score, losing 3-0, is embarrassing. The performance not. The attitude of the players until the last second. You saw that they were looking for scoring that goal. And by the way, I'm watching that the supporters are applauding Juve. I didn't put the sound on, so I don't know if they were whistling them, but from the behavior of Juve, I saw them answering and applauding the supporters. I think that the supporters that traveled, that were there, they understood the game that they just watched. Okay. Embarrassing is something else, guys, in terms of performance. Then I always told you, before and after, in bad and in good, in victories and in losses, that at the end, expected goals, shot on target, possession, whatever, it's only blah blah, because there is only the result that matters. Today we are out, so we take it again. We take it, the loss in a competition that I wanted to win. I had that feeling that today we would not qualify, and I said it yesterday, I said it today. But I see positives in that team. I see positives. One of the big positives is how Jeremy Boga entered. Now, I know that people will start to scream playing him 90 minutes against Lazio. No, because probably it's a player that do not have 90 minutes against Lazio. You saw also that he was decreasing after these 10 minutes of brilliance. So we analyze the game, ragazzi. We do it together. We analyze the loss, we analyze the beautiful things, the ugly things. Let me first read a few of your comments. After Benedetto said there are a lot of crybabies in the chat, we had the message of Alessio, 49 months. We only have one team we can play with, which is right. Then I must say, Alessio, that Spalletti in his starting 11 is playing 9 out of 11 players that are starters. He plays with... Ryan, if you have a bit of time, I will tell you all the positives that I have from today. Then you can agree or disagree. But I also have a lot of things that I didn't like. When you lose 3-0, there are more things that you don't like, but you also need to look for the good things. And I believe that every coach is doing that. After a loss, you need to look at what did we do also well in the game of today. So, Alessio, unfortunately, and that's a reality, if we would have lost with the team that we played against Monaco today, I think that the comment section, of course, you would have had people that were angry because we lost, but a lot of people would have said, yeah, we don't have a second team. But today we lose with 9 on 11 starters. So except of Gatti and Perin, we play with all our players that are starters. Kelly, Bremer, Kalulu, Cambiaso, McKennie, Conceição, Locatelli, Thuram, Jonathan David are all starters. 9 on 11 were starters. So we cannot say we have only one team. I mean, it's not our second team that lost. It's our first team that lost. The problem is that we lose 3-0 when we are playing 9 of our starters. This is problematic. Because again, if we would have played with the team of Monaco, with co-manners, with whoever played there, Miretti or whatever, you say, bah, we lost, but we were focused on Lazio. Today, and that's really important to keep in mind, today we didn't play thinking about Lazio. We played because we wanted to win that game. We wanted to go through the qualification. Otherwise, you don't play Bremer, Kelly, Kalulu, Locatelli, Thuram. You don't play McKennie. You pay attention. So today we are out of the competition, not because we rotated, but because we lost against Atalanta. And that's the first thing. I will continue to read and trying to answer to build a bit the game of today. Ali, to beat them in Serie A is more important. Coppa Italia is not, to me, a shit trophy that if you lose, it doesn't matter. If you win it, it's the best trophy of the world. And also not, if you win it, it's a bad trophy that nobody cares about. And if you lose it, who cares? So, you see, I think that today beating them, it qualifies you to the semifinal where you play Bologna and Lazio. At the moment, these two teams are totally out of form. We should have played them in semifinal in March, in April, so you could possibly have had the open way to the final, playing probably against Juve-Inter or Inter-Juve into the final in Roma, I think. Didn't happen. So now, of course, it's more important to beat them in Serie A. I don't know when we play them. I didn't check the calendar, but yeah, in Serie A with the from the 2nd to the 16th that are quite close. Yeah, I agree. Now, of course, we need to think about that like that, but today it was important, let's not lie. Nico, grazie Nico, we have a growing identity, but a lot of these players don't deserve to be in the team. Embarrassing. I would scratch embarrassing, I would keep we have a growing identity, because honestly I saw that. But even in the beginning of the game, I saw a growing identity in a team that was able, and here we start with some positives, I saw a team that was able to change way of playing. It was not Kalulu that was doing that corridor movement, because it would not have worked against Atalanta today, but we try to switch and to go with Thuram, that is not playing in the Kalulu position. He's a central midfielder that would have gone into these spaces to surprise them, to leave them the ball for long parts of the game, and to try to punish them on their thing. So you see a mature team that understand that it's important to play a different way against different opponents. And honestly, it was working, because the ones that were the most dangerous against Atalanta until that penalty, it's Juve, even if they had the ball. So again, the first thing that I want to keep and to write down is Juve, you can change way of playing and you have more solutions. Depending on the opponent, you have more solutions. That's one of the positives that I want to keep on the today. We concede that penalty and you see that switch of Juve immediately here. Something that I appreciated as well. You have that penalty against, and then for the first time you see a Juve here that says we keep the possession. Do you see the switch of Juve? We concede. It's not that we collapse and we totally don't play anymore. We say we go. I was honestly surprised by this. I didn't expect that moment of Atalanta when they were winning 1-0. Honestly, to me, Atalanta, they won the game, you know where? In the locker rooms of the second half, before the second half. Because that's how they enter. You needed the 10 minutes before starting Juve to act and to say, okay, we are on the field. If we go towards the first changes of Juve, they happen at the 64th, so we are speaking about 20 minutes after the whistle of the second half. That's the moment where we are here, where Juve starts to say, okay, we go, and then you see a moment of brilliance with Boga, and that's the second positive of today. So that first one is that way of interpreting games, changing solutions, finding different ways to be dangerous, and without the ball and leaving the other ones the ball, and with the ball. The second thing is Jeremy Boga that today entered with a beautiful impact, but you saw the autonomy of Boga. It's this, It's this. Surprising until Palladino is putting Bellanova to stop him. Wait, I didn't arrive to the bad things. Let me first finish with the good things. Bad things, good things. So the good things, because it was asked by Ryan in the beginning, and because also Nico is saying, Beppe, I saw a growing identity. I tell you that I saw a growing identity. Then I see a Boga that is entering, that is surprising all of us, and then the game is gone. the game is gone because Juve is trying, and then you have a lot of subs. You have a co-manager that is entering, and there I join again the message from Alessio that says we have only one team that can play, which is totally right, because from that moment over, it's over. We have the winning changes by Palladino, and I tell you, Bellanova didn't score, but Bellanova is a winning change. He immediately blocked, I was about to say Pogba, but Boga. And then you have, boom, goal of Sulemana. They do another change. First touch again by Pasalic, and it's over 3-0. The game is over. Juventus tries to at least score a goal, which is, to me, the third beautiful thing of today, is that until the end, you still see a Juve that is not accepting going out with a 3-0. They didn't accept going out with 2-0. They didn't accept going out with 3-0. I know some Juves of the past that would have collapsed much harder. And these are the beautiful things. Are there a lot? No, there are not a lot of today. The bad things are, again, Chico Conceição not able to finish. And, you know, it can happen. A bad night can happen to everyone. A bad luck evening can happen to everyone. But if you are adding them up, guys, it's a lot. It's Parma. It's today. It's how many of them? We already said it before signing him permanently. The progression margin of Chico is the decision making. Then you tell me, Beppe, but today Chico is creating, because without Chico we don't create. You saw the first half, the heat map that we showed between the first and the second half. The only one that was trying something was Chico. You cannot blame him. The sacrifices, the run. But indeed, I agree with Sella in the chat that is saying Chico has a bad luck evening every game. And that's problematic. And that's problematic because he's not growing anymore. No, he's not running for nothing. This is not correct. This is not correct. He has problems with decision making. He has problem to finalize, but he's not running for nothing. The runs that he's making are creating superiority. He's dribbling his man, and the run that he's making to help the defense are important. Then the player is not making, at the end, what is the most important thing in football, making the difference in scoring. So don't believe that I'm defending Chico. I'm not. I try to be as neutral as possible in what do I blame him, and I don't blame every aspect of Chico, but it is problematic. And if today we are still at 0-0 and we concede a penalty at the 37th minute, it's because Chico is not able to score. He's not able to give that decisive pass, and that's problematic. Because if he scores that goal on one-on-one, you go with the lead 1-0. If he's able to go not on the bar but a bit lower in the goal, we are speaking about a 1-0 or a 2-0, which would have been the score against Parma in the first 5 minutes as well. So, and I'm speaking only about these last two games, but we can count them. There are a lot of games this season. So it is annoying. It is really, really, really annoying. Also because, and that's even adding up, because Jagrova, ragazzi, I don't know how to say it, but Jagrova is a 10-minute player every 3 games. I don't know if today I will tell you that, but Jagrova is better than Conceição. I don't feel comfortable enough to tell you that. Honestly, I don't feel comfortable enough to tell you that. Because 10 minutes every 3 games, it's really problematic. And you saw how he entered. The way he enters into the game today, is, okay, I want to do something. I have a moment of magic there with a dribble of a player and a pass, and then or I disappear, or I cannot do that extra run. Yeah, I agree with Salman. There is no run because he can't run. Yeah, it's not the fault of Jegrova. It's the fault of the fact that he's injured, guys. You see it. You need your eyes. Just watching, he cannot run. Not that he doesn't want to run. It's not a lazy player. It's a player that has difficulties to run. Even in 10 minutes, he cannot run. How many times did we see him arriving at the end of the box, having an opportunity with a shot? Since the beginning of the season, 5 times. 1 time with a free kick. And 4 times with an opportunity. Guys, even a newborn is putting more power in this shot. And what does that mean? That the player is not confident. He's scared to put power there. He's scared to do that extra run, to put that extra force into the leg, to push, to win that meter. And 10 minutes every 3 games. Huh? So not only Chico is in a moment where there is nothing in contribution, he takes every bad possible decision, but on top of that, his sub, we cannot even count on him, and that's really problematic. And that's the first. Second, I enjoyed the game of Jonathan David, but if Jonathan David dropping, and you will see it, look here, where is he? Lineups. If we go towards the average, look the position of Jonathan David, and he's doing well here. Huh? He's touching that ball on the left, he's touching that ball on the right, he's controlling it, stop and go. I saw him extremely active, I saw him moving, but look, there is nobody in the box, guys. Huh? There is no presence in the box, and this is problematic because you have no striker in the team. We knew it, huh? We knew it. I said it as well. We need one. We miss one. Hopefully we will not regret it later. Today, we lose for a lot of things because the occasions, the dangers were created. But who is the one that is going on target or tries to go on target today? It's Thuram for 2 times. It's Locatelli, it's Chico. You miss Kenan Yildiz. It's Weston McKennie that tries to do that movement into that box. So yeah, you need, in these dirty games, you need a bomber that is scoring goals. So it's another thing that I didn't appreciate today. And there are more. Huh? We didn't even speak about Perin, but let me read a few messages. Yildiz dependence from Alex Juve. Yeah. Of course, yes. Then, if you were able to play Boga today from the start, and he was able to give you, I can tell you, okay, we can play a Coppa Italia game, a Lecce game, a Cagliari game. I'm taking this one that we lost, with a Boga from the beginning, that he can compensate a bit the absence of Yildiz. I'm not saying that he can equalize. I'm not saying that he's playing better. I'm not comparing. But you have a player that can play. But the problem is that we just signed a player that didn't play for 2 months. You see the qualities. But today you couldn't line him up in the beginning. So yes, it's a Yildiz dependence because Yildiz is attracting 2 players. Huh? When we were speaking about Kalulu corridor in the last tactical video, Why is that corridor open? Because of the movements, because of the pressure from Kalulu, but also because Yil is on the left, going wide, also attracting and making actually that defense of the opposition wider and leaving more spaces. Today, they didn't need to worry. Look, guys, today you see here, there is nothing happening here because there is nobody until Boga enters here. You see Boga? But until Boga entered, there was nobody. Yeah? There was nobody. Yeah, yield independence, yes. But we know that we are not a complete team. We don't have the depth to go all in. We know it. You don't believe, guys. With Spalletti, don't believe that he's doing miracles. You know, because some people, they forget. But this team was described by the majority as a mediocre team that would end 10th in Serie A, without talent, with a disaster Locatelli, with a McKennie that should have been sold immediately in the winter, with a Jonathan David not able to touch a ball and put it in the net, with a Cambiaso disaster. We know that he's playing for the other team. That's what I'm reading. With a... I don't know. I'm speaking about starters. I'm not even speaking about subs. So if you want to add a co-manners and this and this and this. And ragazzi, we were speaking about a team that was not able to win for 8 games in a row. The team didn't change. It's the same players with Spalletti that were there, with Tudor. We changed Joao Mario with Holm, that today made his debut. Congratulations to him. We changed Rui, that never played, with Boga. Do we want to say that like that? And Rugani is out without replacing him. That's it. So we took 2 sub players, but the team is the team. So what Spalletti is doing is a miracle, but don't believe now that we are the invincible Arsenal, that we are the invincible Juve of 11-12, that we will not lose a single game anymore, that now we will win the Scudetto. Don't think about that. I see a team that this game, even losing it 3-0, the performance that we did today would not have been able to do it in the beginning of the season. Today, Atalanta is destroying Juve 3-0 in the score sheet, but not in the performance. The first half should have been won by Juve. The second half, with the advantage of 1-0, surprising Spalletti to push from the beginning of the second half, then giving Juve the time to go with the ball, blocking them, resting, and then doing the smart changes, because Atalanta, they are putting players that are functional to the team, the players that are there since long. Look at Pasalic that is entering. Look at the Bellanova that is entering. Sulemana is entering. They are entering. They know what to do. They enjoy a Juve that is trying to not lose the dignity, because on the 1-0 we try and we open spaces in the back, because on a 2-0 we could have said we stop playing and we limit everything. We lost the game. But no, we didn't. We easily, we could have said we lost the game, we stopped playing. But Juventus said no. We try for scoring a goal. We lost the game, yes, but at least we go out with a bit of dignity. And when you try like that, of course, you are leaving spaces open. Apparently, because I didn't listen to him, but Slimzu is telling me, Beppe, Tacchinardi said, "Congratulations, Mister, for your performance today." Slim, did he say that to Spalletti or did he say that to Palladino? Before I start saying things that are wrong, congratulations to Spalletti for the performance or to Palladino? I would never. It's difficult to congratulate Spalletti for losing 3-0. I would for sure congratulate Palladino, but I would say to Spalletti, honestly, yes, the score 3-0 against Juve, you cannot accept, but the performance was not that bad. You missed some things because, of course, if you expect Thuram to be now lethal in front of the goal, it's tough. If you're, it's a loss to me that I will have. Tomorrow morning I digested the loss, I tell you. And I scratched the words embarrassing. I scratched the words whatever. I saw a mature, stronger Juve. I tell you the truth. I have big hopes, even after the loss of today. No problem. And, by the way, I don't want to lose any game. But if there is one game that I could have accepted to lose was the game of today. I prefer un bagno d'umiltà. Again, putting our ideas into place, ranking them, okay? We are not invincible. It's not only calcio champagne. Calma. We have tough games. Lazio, Inter, Galatasaray, Como, Galatasaray, Roma. We lost our game against Atalanta. It's the less important one from the upcoming game. Is it acceptable to lose? No. Is it acceptable to lose 3-0? No. But I prefer, if I needed to choose one from all these games, is this one. No, today I don't want to yell. I don't want to scream. I don't want to say boo to the team. I would say to the team, we tried. We lost because of in the last minutes you can see 2 goals because you are open, and this is something that you need to take in your book, and you need to write. Pay attention when you are attacking a lot. But Barcelona Juve Champions League. The 3rd goal is because Juventus is looking for that 2-2. Juventus is looking for the 2-2. You can see that 3rd goal. Kalulu non riposa. I never. Look, if there is one thing that I didn't like of the game of today, but it's too easy now to say, because if we would have played a rotational team and would have lost 3-0, we would have blamed Spalletti because he didn't believe in winning the game of today and he has sent a bad message. But today we lose 3-0, then at the end you say, we should have played with a. We should have played with our subs. At least the starters would have rested. Guys, there are some messages I need to read here from you, from the chat. It's important. We'll also go with the man of the match is difficult. Maybe with the worst of the match, that's something that we can do. But I need to answer one message. I need to go to the bathroom and then I do that. So please wait for me for 2 seconds. I come back to debrief the rest of Atalanta 3, Juve 0. I come back. Give me a second. I come back. I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. Thanks for waiting. No, seriously. I was not expecting that people would have waited for me. Seriously. Thank you. After a loss. I'm pissed off because we lost. I'm pissed off. Let's not turn around the pot. Let's not lie. I don't like to lose. I hate lose. I have an allergy to losing. I cannot accept losing. Losing is a disaster. It's something that should not exist. I only want to win, okay? Being eliminated by Empoli last year, being eliminated by Atalanta this year in quarterfinal is not something that we can accept in the history of Juve. It can always happen that you slip one time, but one time, not 2 times in a row. But then you need to check with the reality. The reality is that this team was not a Scudetto contender in the beginning of the season. It's a team that unfortunately were not able, for all the context things that we already mentioned, I don't want to repeat. In the winter, we did our best. We saw a Boga that can give something to that team. We didn't see Holm, unfortunately, because the game was already over. But he entered, which means that we have 2 players that can enter a game. But we need to put our ideas clear and say, okay, what can we take from that victory, from that loss, from that 3-0, and put already on Sunday against Lazio. And I saw good things. I don't want to desperate. I don't want to say this team, like this morning I made a video about Del Piero that say why not Juve. Unfortunately I went against Del Piero. I said I don't believe in Del Piero. Del Piero calma. So I said to Del Piero he needs to step down a bit in what he was saying. On the other side, I don't believe that this loss changes everything. If there is one thing that I didn't appreciate, and I still don't appreciate from Spalletti, and that was one of the reasons why I said I am not sure. No, I didn't say I'm not sure. I said I don't want Spalletti, okay? Let's not lie and changing the words. I said I don't want Spalletti for this reason as well. For a few reasons, but also for this reason. There is that thing with Spalletti where in the first minutes of the game you can see sometimes how things will go. And today he had... Tell me if I'm wrong, guys, because I'm speaking only good about Spalletti. He's doing miracles with that team. But you have these moments where you see with Spalletti that you will lose the game. You see them. You can smell it. You see it. Today he had no soul inside. He was looking, I don't know where. Then he was looking on the ground again. Like he was sending a message to the team. Guys, I have no solutions for you. This is what we are, and we will lose the game. This is what Spalletti showed in his non-verbal. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. If there is some things that Spalletti, even at 66, could improve, is faking. Even if you believe that this game is already gone at the 15, if you have a bad feeling, if you saw the team that maybe was not 100% ready for the game, if you understand that Atalanta will beat you, if you understand that you will not find the net, it can happen. But you should, at a certain moment, enter in a character that is able to fake it on the sideline. Because the players, especially are young, less experienced, still mentally fragile team, needs a leader on the bench that is showing. Can I say it? It's not politically correct, but that is giving slaps into their faces. Let me continue to read because it's a bit unpolite, but we read the message of Mauri, I believe, earlier. I said, very important to go out already. Did you see when they showed Di Gregorio? I don't know if he was really crying or not, but I don't know if he was crying, but I saw his face, yes. Thank you, Mauri. 7 months with us. From Switzerland, Italian gamer, of course, a tough loss, but always takes it as a learning curve. I believe we saw a good performance from Openda and David, who are growing as strikers. From David, yes, but my problem is if he if he plays really as that accordion, that instrument accordion in linking up with the team, dropping like we saw with the heat maps, there is no presence in that box, and it is problematic. And if Spalletti was saying we miss a certain type of striker, this is the game where we need that striker. Openda, honestly, I cannot say today that I saw a good performance of Openda. He played 10 minutes in a game where he enters at what minute? He enters at the 80th minute, and we concede the second goal at the 77th. It's 2-0. I cannot comment the performance of Openda. Alosani was kind enough that also in a loss decided to give 5 memberships to the chat. So grazie Alosani, not only when we win but also in difficult moments. Thank you, my friend. Jack Passi, 22 months. The future is still bright for Ciao Juve. I really believe in that. Future is bright doesn't mean that there is. I don't believe in. There is a, how do you say, an interrupteur in English when you're putting on the light and off the light. How do you call it? On the wall there, where you're pushing up and down, on and off, a light switch. Bravo, thank you guys. I don't believe in football that there is a switch that you put it on and you leave it on. And it will always remain bright. It doesn't exist. It's a process. And we were lucky that with Spalletti, honestly, he was able to turn on that team extremely fast and showing us things in the last few games, a lot now, that we didn't see for extremely long, that we were all proud about. But there will be games where, unfortunately, we will slip, we will make mistakes. Important is that we still can say, okay, what good can we take from that game? And is it a total disaster or not? He tested against Monaco. We saw that it didn't work at all. Today, there was no test. Today, it was that we didn't score, that we have that penalty against for a touch of Bremer, where Atalanta was nowhere in the game. We concede 1-0 and starts to be difficult. Congratulations to Atalanta. I must say that they were able to change their game before and after conceding. Scoring. Before scoring, it was a dominant team in terms of possession without creating. They were humble enough after scoring that goal to say we stay in the back and we are organized and structured. Bravo, Atalanta, that also was able to enter the second half in a great way. We must say what it is. Juve didn't score today. Juventus didn't go a lot of on target. And then the game started to be extremely difficult, especially on that 2-0. It was totally over. Spalletti takes out Locatelli at minute 74, still on a 1-0 to put Holm and Kopenhagen to change the way of playing. That decision from Spalletti, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, is I don't believe in recuperating today. The change, Jonathan David Locatelli out for Koopmeiners Holm, to me is, today we are doomed, we will not score. It's I put the white flag on and I think about Lazio. I tell you, today, Spalletti, I liked his starting 11. I have no problem with the starting 11. I like the fact that he didn't ignore the competition. He respected the competition, playing with his best players, except of two. One, he couldn't. Then he changed the goalkeeper. He respected the competition, but I didn't like the non-verbal and also probably giving up early and sending a message, we give up today. if I want to blame him on some things, because when you lose 3-0, you must blame. I want to do the poll about who was the worst of the match. So, worst of the match. Was it Conceição? Was it Bremer? Not only with his touch, but also on the second goal is a bit shaky. Was it Perin? Or give me a fourth name. So Conceição, Perin, Bremer. I need another name. I don't know if I want to put Cambiaso. Honestly, I don't know if I would put Cambiaso there. Honestly. If you put Cope in the worst, he played 15 minutes. He enters, we concede the second goal. Honestly, I don't know. No. Guys, I put these three. But I put these three. Cegrova, he enters 10 minutes, it's already 2-0, like up and down. Cegrova, it's this. I'm not expecting miracles from Cegrova on a 2-0. On a 2-0, the message that Spalletti is sending to Cegrova and Openda is, I didn't count on you on the 1-0 to recuperate the game. I let you enter because it's 2-0. It's over, and I want Conceição and Cambiaso to at least sit on the bench for 10 minutes. On Boga, he wanted to play the surprise card. And it was about to work. It was about to work with Boga. With Holm and Koopmeiners, he's saying, I don't believe in it. With Cegrova and Openda, he says, let's think about the other game. This one is totally over. So vote, guys. Perin, Conceição, or Bremer. Vladimir Kushnir, thank you, my friend, for 1 year as a member. Let's move on. Coppa Italia doesn't our main target. I don't agree with. Yeah, of course I agree with. Let's move on. Like when you're celebrating a win, the day after you think about your next objective. When you lose an objective, you think about the next one as well. Again. So on that one, I agree. Let's move on to Coppa Italia. But I don't agree. It was not our main target. It's not our main target. Because I never believed in the Scudetto from the start. I don't believe it today at -10. The statistics are on my side with only 1% of chances for Juve to win it, with 3 teams ahead of us. One at +10, one at +5, one at +1. I don't believe in the Scudetto. The Champions League, I told you that we will win it. It didn't happen since the last 30 years, huh? So, if really you win the Champions League, guys, as underdog, because you are not the favorite ones to win it, it's one of the biggest miracles of the last century. So, if you're rational, Juventus has no chance in Champions League, okay? Coppa Italia cannot be your main objective, but it is an objective, especially if Scudetto is gone and especially if Champions League. But even if you are the favorite, on the 5th of February, the Champions League cannot be your main objective. It can never be, because Champions League, it's crazy competition. You don't know how you will arrive at a certain game against who in the month of, I don't know, March, April. So no, I don't agree with it's not our main objective. It is a trophy. We won it, if I'm not wrong, 15 times. So we are the ones with a record of victories there. Who is remaining, guys? Inter in semi-final. You have Como or Napoli in quarter. You have Lazio or Bologna in quarter, and you have Atalanta in semi-final. So it's even a competition. If you lift a trophy in the air, guys, it's a trophy. It's a trophy. So I don't 100% agree with that one. Jawad, thank you from Canada, my friend. Why play in field of one tem? It give an advantage to them. Oof. I have no idea what you wrote, my friend. Can someone translate, guys? Why? Okay, why? Play in field of one, them give an advantage to them. So why did we give an advantage to them in playing one? I don't know, Jawad. Sorry, guys. I try. I think I understand, but I'm not sure. It's like a rebus. Like I missed some words. No, but I know why he did it. He gave a donation, and more you're right, more expensive it is. So thank you, Jawada. But take your time. Don't do a donation. Just tell me what you want so that we can explain it, or at least I can explain it. Because here, guys, why play in field of one? Tem. I don't know. Jawad, tell us. Jawad, we are waiting for you. We need you, Jawad. I think that Slimzu was able to translate. Why playing home is an advantage. Is this the question? Well, I don't know. Playing, yeah, but everyone is going with their own strategy. Some people are saying playing one game only is unfair. Why did we play in their home? It gives an advantage to them. Why did we play in their home? Because if I'm not wrong, I need to be here. Playing in the home of one team is unfair. But these are the rules. Juve last year finished fourth, right? And Atalanta third. Or am I wrong? What was the ranking of last year? Inter second, Napoli first, third, Atalanta, Juve fourth, no? Voila, that's the rule. So if you play against in quarterfinal, it's one leg, you know it up front. And then you're playing in the one that was ranked higher than you in Serie A. I don't like the Coppa Italia formula because I think it's disgusting that the 8 first teams, they are already in round of 16, I believe. But it's like that when we played, what was the team that we beat? Udinese. We played in our home, one leg as well. Udinese could also have been protesting, hey, it's not fair. These are the rules. It's a competition that, to me, it's not correct. But it's like that. No, you cannot play in a neutral field every game of Coppa Italia. You need to change the format if you really want to change the rules. So, no. Forza Juve Eric, 10 mesi con noi, 10 months with us. This is making me sad, honestly, and how can you be this careless about the competition? Inter wants to win it all. This is not Juventinità. We win nothing. I don't know who you're speaking about, Forza Juve Eric. I'm not careless. Maybe you're speaking in general about the chat. I'm not careless because I tell you, I really wanted to win the Coppa Italia as well. Like, I want to win every single competition. This one was the most feasible one with a lot of bigs already out, like Roma, like Milan, and other teams that were already eliminated. So I really wanted to go to win it. I was happy when I saw that Spalletti wanted to win it as well with the starting lineup. So no, I'm not careless, personally. But when at the 77th minute you conceded second goal, and you saw that the team tried, and you take some things, and you know that we don't have a lot of depth, when you know where we were and what we saw in terms of performance today, I tell you, we lost. I'm pissed off, but now it's over. What do you want me to do? I cannot, guys, honestly, I cannot be here screaming or pissed off. This is not the game for me to do that. There can be games where we do it, where it's correct to do it. You remember, I was absolutely not happy with the Napoli loss, for example. There were some losses where I was not happy, but this team, with what they are doing, with what they are showing, with what they did also today, I don't feel to be here to celebrate, to say we don't care, because no, we care. A loss is a loss. But now, guys, I can only say to this team that bravo. Even in the loss of today, tell me, guys, okay, maybe you need, because I see Forza Juve is saying, Beppe, when I wrote it, I was not rational anymore. Now I am a bit more rational. So tell me, guys, this loss is a 3-0. It's not acceptable. It's not beautiful. The result is embarrassing if you didn't watch the game and you watch a 3-0. But now tell me, guys, in terms of performance, did we play today better for a long part of the game? Not the entirety of the game, for a long part of the game, than some wins that we had in the last few seasons? I think yes. And that doesn't mean anything, because today we are out. So it's not an excuse. It's not I'm happy because we played well. No, I'm not happy, okay? I think, honestly, that I see some things with the same men that were on the ground without leadership, that we were saying everyone out, and it was difficult to keep like 5 players that we wanted to confirm next season. But all in all, I say, okay, guys, I see that still, even in a loss today, I see some progresses, and I can go back home with some notes on a paper where I said, okay, this we need to continue to push on. Esteban, thank you, my friend. 32 games so far, and Jagrova can't play more than 10 minutes. What's going on? Medical? No. If you're looking at the Medical, at the physical team, at the Darren Burgess, today we were missing Dusan Vlahovic and Milik. Milik is not ready to play since 2 years now, so we cannot blame them. All the other players are fit and well. Jagrova is a player that didn't play for an entire year last season. Since December until the end of the season, didn't play for like 8-9 months. We knew that he was not 100% fit. We wanted to anticipate the competition in signing a player before everyone that could have given us something. Unfortunately, it's a player that from the moment that he's putting a bit of effort during the week, he doesn't finish the week in training session, or he managed himself in training, and he can finish the week, but from the moment that he's pushing, that he's trying to, he falls down. And this is something that unfortunately is a chronic, is a problem. It's really a problem. Probably at today, on the 5th of February, we would have at least the team of Juve staff and the people that signed him were probably thinking that in 2026 would have seen a player that was ready to play every game 30 minutes at least. And I tell you, every game 30 minutes would have been a success for this Jagrova this season, hoping or thinking to have him as a 100% player for next year. Today we are not there. Today we are not there. Today we are at a player that is able to play 10, 15 minutes not every game, every 3 games. So we are really far from acceptable. Not Jay Medical, he was already injured before coming. We took the risk. At the moment, it's not paying off. And it's problematic. Juventus need Osimhen. Yeah. And I believe that Spalletti would be extremely happy with Osimhen. The chances of signing Osimhen are extremely low. Also because, again, I continue to tell you that I believe that Osimhen has a non-Juve, non-Italy transfer also next season. That we need Osimhen, yeah. Nick! It's okay this lose doesn't sting for me. We have bigger games to think about. It was a lying result. Also, we played. We couldn't score. Scoring is the essence of football. If you cannot score, you can play the most beautiful football on earth. Entertaining football. If you don't score, you don't win. If you don't win, it makes not even sense to play football. I mean, never winning it. If you never win a game, you are Pisa. You are Pisa and you are last one in Serie A. So you need to score. Is the result lying? When you go open, that's the risk that you take. That's the risk that you take. I will not stay awake of the loss of today, the elimination of today. I will not I start seeing some messages as long as Elkan doesn't leave. We will never win again. Guys, you know that we lost today in Coppa Italia against an Atalanta with, to me, a intelligent first half of Juve, where again I saw some beautiful things, but with weaknesses of Juve that we are all aware of. We are not able to score. In some games we can unlock and it's problematic. We knew about it. We are trying to find solutions for it. And then you have a second half where Atalanta outplayed us in the intelligence of managing the game. But you know that we come from a lot of good performances, good results. That today we are 4th in the ranking of Serie A from where we come. Being 4th is not a pride for Juve, but from where we come from, with a team that is pressing high, that is playing fast. Even today, honestly, today, in the first half, I saw a lot of players trying with studied patterns, triangles, trying to be lethal with vertical passes, trying to go fast up, which we didn't see in a lot of games. So 2-3 passes being up front, one-on-one against the goalkeeper. So I see some progresses with the limited tools that we have at disposal. I don't see something as dramatic as a lot of people are telling us. For the future. For today, yes. Because you lose 3-0 and you're eliminated. I can already tell you that we will continue to lose points in other games. We will lose points against some other games. Like I told you, guys, we will not win 5-on-5 against, what was it? Lecce, Cagliari, Cremonese, Sassuolo, and Pisa. Yeah. Oh, I agree with Carlo that he's saying our bench is shrink. We don't have a lot of names to change to do. That's also why Spalletti wanted a Vice Yildiz, a Vice Kalulu, which were brought in. and they will play more minutes than Rugani, Joao Mario, and Rui. Today we already saw it that Spalletti immediately put them on the field. I remember Alcaraz, when he arrived, he had to wait, I believe, 6 weeks before even understanding where was La Continassa, let alone starting to play. Jalot didn't play until Allegri was sacked, and we saw him 12 minutes with Montero, I believe, no? So Allegri said, no, I don't care about these guys, I don't want them, and I will not play them. Do you remember that, ragazzi? So today, but why? Well, first of all, they were not at the level of what he wanted. He was pissed off with what Giuntoli brought him in because he wanted to win the Scudetto, at least trying to compete for the Scudetto. But they were not at the level. And he said, no, I don't play them. But one couldn't even walk. The other one was not at the level. And today you see a Spalletti that a lot of people criticized, Comolli, the Mercato, Elkan, Giampiero Boniperti, and Giovanni Agnelli. But he has two players, and he puts them in because he believes that they can give something to that team. And we saw it also with Boga that was answering in these minutes. So I see a Spalletti aligned with the management. But we have indeed problems. If Openda is entering in 10 minutes and he's not able to start a Coppa Italia game, it's problematic. If Koopmeiners is not able to start a Coppa Italia game against an Atalanta in quarterfinal, it is a problem. If Jegrova, that didn't play the last game, is not playing more than 10 minutes and is entering only on a 2-0, is a problem. If Adzic cannot play a single game from the start, even if Spalletti continues to speak well about him, like Thiago Motta, like Tudor did, but he's not finding space, it is a problem. If Miretti doesn't play today, it is a problem. It's a reality. So don't tell me now that you are shocked and you were thinking that you will go winning every single game, dominating everyone, because then you're out of reality. We are not ready yet for this. I think. Jeremy Boga debut was impressive. I totally agree. But check at a certain moment how he disappeared because he's not ready to give you a lot. So don't start. Jeremy Boga should play 90 minutes against Lazio because it is not correct. Yeah. I said exactly the same, Sean. we need on the left. There is no competition for Cambiaso. In the midfield, if you don't play Locatelli, and today was a big sign, if you don't play Locatelli Thuram, there is nobody that can play in that position. Otherwise, we would have seen that player today. Yeah, I agree. Look, if there is one thing, honestly, the worst thing that I take from the defeat of today is that we lost 3-0 and we had absolutely not planned to lose 3-0 with 6 starters that should at least 3 of them have rested today. Bremer could have rested, but you saw who is going out of the field? It's Gatti. Gatti goes out of the field today. Not Bremer, not Kalulu, not it's Gatti. The first one that goes out is Gatti, yeah, guys. Gatti is bad since a lot of seasons. But there was one thing that he was able to compensate it. It was his availability of playing every game. And on top of that, he had that, you know, when you are not the strongest one of the class, but you have that desire to do better, to improve, to not accept. No, you know what? It's when you are humble enough to understand that Mother Earth didn't gift you the same skills as the others. You're aware of it and you're not crying about it. You say, okay, I understand it, I accept it, it is what it is. What can I do to compensate? Maybe not reaching the level of other, but going close. And I think that this was really appreciated by fans. And that's also why he was able to show a lot and to compensate and to be a starter at Juve. And even if he was doing one or two mistakes, and if not only he was accurate and precise and he should have done better, nobody cared too much about it. Okay, it's not the best defender of the world, but he's compensating so much that we have no problem with it. And maybe, and I want to say maybe, because I don't know him personally, but maybe that after a few years at Juve with a few contract extension, with a bit of loan of salary that was increased, a bit of years at Juve, and the love, the supporters, and some interest from a Napoli, a Milan, or whatever, maybe he lost a bit of that being humble and to fight again, to show. Maybe we are speaking about Rocky 3, when the guy that is coming out of nowhere and was not gifted as the other one because he was a left boxer, which was at the time extremely difficult, and comes from the streets and comes from whatever, that, maybe we are in Rocky 3 with Gatti, where he has reached the money, the fame, a name. And then you face Mr. T, like Alessio is saying. You're not humble anymore, you don't train the same. You say, oh, I did already. Oh, calma. Oh, I did already. Now I deserve my spot. No, you never deserve your spot. There is one thing, for example, that I always blame with Dybala. Is in a post-game interview where he says, I don't need to show anything anymore. I don't need to show, and I don't need to prove anything anymore to anybody. And in football, as long as you don't take your shoes and you put them on the wall to say arrivederci football, until that day you need to prove. There is no I don't need to prove anymore. Because in football, you can have your biggest career ever from the day after. If you stop with the mentality, I need to prove to win my spot, to be, it's over. It's over. It's hard to keep proving yourself if you choose to live in a closed mindset. Yeah. Boga gives me good vibes. Boga Jonito. Oh, I love that. I love that. What a beautiful, beautiful nickname. Boga Jonito. I will close the poll, guys. So, worst of the match 20%, which is quite high, I must say, of the people voted for Bremer as worst of the match. 31% Conceição. 49% for Perin worst of the match. I don't know where you have read, Unique Tale, I don't know where you have read that our objective is to reach top 4, to earn Champions League money. I didn't hear that. And I'm listening to Juve every day. I didn't hear that our objective was to be top 4 to earn Champions League money. I didn't hear that. Personally, I didn't hear that. That it could be the result of this year, yeah. But I didn't hear that. This is absolutely not what I heard. I honestly didn't hear that. What I heard is we want to compete. I heard we want to bring this team back as soon as possible to win. I heard I cannot promise you that this team will win now, but I promise that I will make everything that this team will win as soon as possible, as fast as possible. I never heard anybody says our objective is top 4. Then, that with Italian football, for every team, Inter, Napoli, Juve, Milan, qualifying in the top 4 is vital for these 4 teams. Yes. Yes. It is an objective that is written financially. But nobody said we want to be top 4 or this is our objective. Nobody said that. You have a financial objective and then you have a sport objective. I saw a team with Tudor that at a certain moment was not working anymore. And the decision has been taken to stop with Tudor. Like I saw a team that was not working under Thiago Motta and Giuntoli, and they said, stop, we are going nowhere. So let's change big. And honestly, we changed big with a total new management. A new CEO, new sporting director, a chief of, what is it, football heritage or whatever. I don't remember the name of the role of Chiellini. Chief of, I don't remember, what is the title of Chiellini? I need to put it in my mind and not forget about it anymore. Because I always forget. And there is a title for Chiellini. Club. Overview, chi siamo noi, luoghi. Let me check. I will try to check. I need the chief of. I don't know if it's chief of sport. Luoghi, corporate governance, investitori. I need to have the name. Chiellini. There are too much Chiellini things, guys. Is advisor in Lega, Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio. We know that. Chief of football. Is it chief of football? Could be. Maybe here. Wait. I try to find it. Director of Football Strategy is the title of Chiellini. Director of Football Strategy. Director of Football Strategy. So him, we have, and I can tell you that Chiellini is much more important than what a lot of people are thinking. We have a Modesto, we have a coach, Luciano Spalletti, that is totally different. There is a new structure, a new way of working, and I'm not here to promise you that it will work. I'm not here. I cannot do that. Maybe in a year we will say we flopped. I said I like the structure. The men, they will have to show themselves if they are able in the roles or not. But anyway, ragazzi, we lost 3-0. It's not nice. It's disgusting. It's unacceptable. It's whatever you want to describe it. I will not put the destiny of Juve or all my beautiful words or the thoughts shaking it and totally erase them and go in depression mode just because of today's loss 3-0, with honestly a performance that was in a big part of the game not even bad. So no, I will not do that. We consider first goal for a penalty, that ragazzi, but it's a penalty, but and then we take two counter-attacks at the end because we wanted to attack. We were not able to score. We know that it's a problem. No, guys, let's move on. Let's think about continuing to build. And losing, unfortunately, I will tell you one thing, especially to the young generation that is usually the loudest today on social media. Losing, unfortunately, how annoying it is part of a winning process. It's part of a winning process. If you never lose, if you don't know how, you will never win. You will never win. So, you know what is the most important thing? Is how you react to a loss. What you take from that loss to grow. Important. Dai, buonanotte a tutti. We close the live here. It was nice to spend time with you. A domani. Tomorrow, in the afternoon, I will meet Fred from Terrain Giants real life. Maybe we do a video together. Maybe he will say something totally different. So pay attention. Notification ring on. Attenzione, maybe we can do that. Wow. Even when we lose, we are growing. There is no spot anymore in the Allianz Stadium. We need to build a new stadium, ragazzi. Grazie, forza. Juve. Ciao.